I have this song mixed into my library of music, but every now and then it will jump scare me in the car.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to, as far as I know, the first ever Steven Seagal stream on Twitch. Likely the first one. Maybe people have done movie nights, but I don't think anybody's done a full stream dedicated to Steven Seagal. I hope you're all enjoying the songs from the Crystal Cave. Let me know if my fan is a little too close to my microphone, and I can move it. Yeah, we're listening to the songs from the Crystal Cave right now. Like, can you hear that? Hang on. Nice. This is also not oscillating right away. Steven Seagal, movie. Is there a Seagal category? There should be. There should be, because really he is in a league of his own. He is in a category of his own compared to everybody else. Welcome back to the Funky Little Man, by the way. Tau AF and Operation Iraqi Femdom. Welcome back, guys. Thank you, Iraqi Femdom, for 14 months. Tau AF, thanks for 2, but it's not as good. I love the usage of orgasm as an instrument. Yeah, I kind of like, I've, first of all, I didn't realize strut was such a, oh my god. In that whole segment, in that whole, like, waiting for the stream to start, I was supposed to clean the litter box, and I didn't. Okay, I gotta do it later. But I was hoping, I thought strut was longer. Like, I think it's interesting that strut, that's the shortest song on this record, by the way. 3 minutes and 5 seconds. There's songs that are 6 minutes long on songs from the Crystal Cave. Is he more of an alpha or a sigma? He's, you are not sigma. No, I think he would, be, probably an alpha. Because the thing is he, like, doesn't... What makes a sigma, again? A sigma is somebody who is a leader, but, like, not solitary, right? Or were they not a leader? What are they? What's the lone wolf? Oh, a sigma's the lone wolf? Okay, well, if he's the lone wolf, then he's... If sigma's the lone wolf, then he's a sigma. I don't know. He's neither. He's a sensei. That's correct. He is actually a sensei. Like, he is Sensei Steven Seagal. He has a black belt in Aikido, and he teaches people Aikido. Sigma is lone wolf, but also summation? I guess that would be maybe Steven. He's a lone... But alpha, because he's a leader of a pack, right? Because he's got his students, his Aikido students. That's his pack. And he's the leader, right? Is Sigma just lone wolf? But thanks for being here, guys. Sorry I had to push TLC Tuesday yesterday. I just really was not gonna have time. I have today's stream is like gonna be a little. It's gonna actually have some structure to it for once. For once, there's actually gonna be like a whole thing we're doing. For the first while, I'm just gonna be watching Steven Seagal videos. So if you have any, feel free to link them in chat. Then I have watched two Steven Seagal movies, for this stream.
Hard, man.
I've watched, Force of Execution. Welcome to the Fight Club, man. It's Mojo's. Thanks for the Prime sub. I've watched Force of Execution. I've watched all of these before. Why am I blanking? The Asian Connection. Duh. I'm gonna be kind of recapping these movies that I've watched and showing some very good clips. Will I be watching the entire quite good Japanese movie that stars one of Steven Seagal's daughters? Or possibly his only daughter? No, I actually won't. I had never heard of that. I frankly don't know much about his family life. I didn't even know he had kids. He strikes me as a guy that, like, wouldn't get that far. Like, he strikes me as a guy who would get divorced very quick. Like, people divorce him very quick, you know? But we're gonna be going through those two movies, and then the last bit, which I'm hoping is gonna be, a great hit if anybody here wants to make a movie. I'm gonna be, doing a cold read with a few of my friends, DBJ, Josh from Traditional Scrunch, and Laserlord. Laserlord, who is one of our mods, and also, I mean, this sounds weird to say, but, like, my graphic designer? Like, he designed all the stream stuff. We're gonna be reading my script for my Steven Seagal fan movie titled Steven Seagal Saves Atlantis, and that should be very, very exciting. No, it's not Steven Seagal, That Fateful Night. No. I know of that. It's not that. This is, like, not a joke, also. This is not a joke, and this is completely earnest. That I want to get this made. And that's kind of gonna be the stream today. No, well, I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm not gonna spoil it, Dean Razorback. I'm not gonna spoil it for you. But very bold of you to think that he's gonna be too late to save Atlantis. Well, that's very bold of you. You think Steven Seagal can't save the lost city of Atlantis? You're out of your fucking mind. Fucking idiot. You think Steven Seagal can't save the lost city of Atlantis no matter what's gonna happen to it? Fuck's sake. You're crazy. Yeah, you know, I mean, I'm a huge fan of Steven's work, so I felt that it was only fitting that I sort of kind of put him into my own words. I think he said on an interview that he can hold his breath underwater for 10 minutes. Yeah, or just forever. A glass of water and not a bubbly must be a serious stream. You act like I'm getting intoxicated when I drink bubblies. Those aren't bubblies that I'm drinking. Those aren't bubblies. That's actually just seltzers that I've changed the label on. No, I don't have bubblies right now. I haven't gone grocery shopping in, like, days. Maybe even a week. Because, we're still in this heat wave. That's another reason why I pushed TLC Tuesday. Somebody asked before and I didn't answer. I pushed TLC Tuesday to TLC Thursday. Typically, this is what happens if TLC Tuesday gets canceled. It's typically then TLC Thursday. But it's just like, I didn't want to use my computer at all yesterday because it was, well, I worked in the morning and then I was like, fuck, well, it's so fucking hot. It's still so hot in here. It sucks. It has actually sucked. I haven't wanted to go outside. I haven't wanted to do anything. And it's too hot to the point where it's uncomfortable for me. I'm actually, like, not, I'm not, like, genetically, like, attuned to this at all. I'm from England and Canada. I'm not used to, I mean, it gets fucking, oh my gosh. Well, I'm gonna wait for it to come up. Yeah, like, it's I mean, it gets hot in Canada, but like 35 degrees Celsius with like the fucking humidity we have.
Entertaining.
Thank you for the gifted sub to Steven Seagal Streams. Thank you, TauIF. Thank you so much. It gets hot in Canada. It does. It's always gotten hot in Canada, but it's just like, man, it's not normal, you know? Well, great news. England is also hot. We don't have AC. That's neat. It's a similar deal in Toronto. A lot of old ass houses. A lot of old ass houses that don't have AC. And also because people in Canada didn't need to use it for a very long time. They didn't need to use it for a very long time. When did I get so HD? Well, I feel like the Just Chatting streams are always like the actually like the definition they're supposed to be, because I'm not fucking playing a game that's like destroying my pig rig. Thank you, Steven, for the tunes. Let's kind of get that out of here. British summer sucks when it's really hot. British heat waves really fucking suck. Because you really just, it is also, like, I feel like the sun is so much hotter there. I feel like the sun is just so much hotter in England. You know? At least when I've been there and it's been summer. But here it gets fucking stuffy. It gets so stuffy. So humid. I guess we're gonna kick off Steven. Well, actually, we don't kick him off because Steven would fight back with Aikido. He would be able to. You go up to him and try to kick him, and he goes. My God, I've watched so much Aikido over the past few days, and I still fucking can't figure out, like, I know what it is. I know what it is. But it really, it's just fucking... That's all he does. That's all he does. That's all it is. I guess he makes it look easy. Because he's so good. And he is actually a fucking sensei. I wasn't kidding when I said he's a sensei. Now, there's a lot of videos of him doing Aikido. He's preserving his real energy for when real danger arises. Real danger. I've got some real danger right here for you. This was sent in, but I have seen this movie. This is from the movie China Salesman, which I've seen. Aikido is the art of using your opponent's movements against them. Done properly, it requires no strength at all, only intellect. Okay. You can tell he's fucking supposed to be reading for Steven Seagal later. This is from the China Salesman. I don't remember who the China Salesman is. Shit!
Let me tell you, the sunshine, the brightness, the sand, everything.
Every time, this is also, I think, the first time he's in this movie. If memory serves me correctly, this is the first time he shows up in this movie. He sells China, he sells plates. China salesman. Call that my fucking IKEA employee.
Hey Michael, how are you? Good.
This is Kaba.
Okay, so Mike Tyson's there. Has anybody noticed? Has anybody pointed out the fact that Mike Tyson is there? Okay, there we go. So Mike Tyson's in this.
House, gentlemen.
And I'm gonna say, this is maybe, I should stop pausing. This is the most action. I've seen maybe half a dozen Steven Seagal movies. Not that many. You might think I've seen more. Still too many. And honestly, after this stream, I don't think I'm ever gonna want to watch a Steven Seagal movie ever again, and I think I'm gonna get it out of my system.
I don't drink. Alright.
Welcome to the Funky Lens, some goddamn cat. How fitting.
Who could hold their drinks?
And the alcohol prohibition
Did I want to watch them before? Yes. They're very funny. I find them very funny. Like, he is somebody that, like, if I've had a couple drinks and maybe like a 5 milligram edible, he's the funniest fucking person to watch. And it also just makes, and also the movies are just so fucking horrible. They're not so bad they're funny. They're funny. Okay, so they're not so bad they're funny in that, like, you know, it's not like a fucking, not like The Room or like a Neil Breen movie. It's not like that. You laugh because it's like, it's a little more sincerely bad. That it's like, these are guys who do this and make money doing this, and there's like actually an audience for it. But it's so just all around horribly fucking done.
By this country.
I do not drink.
The rule here is that you can't live until you drink.
Why?
He's worried
Why? Why is that?
that you will report him to authorities for selling alcohol.
Well, I will not put him, but I will stick.
Did you just see, I'm sorry, I really don't want to be just pausing nonstop because this is a really good scene. I think Steven, like, put his glass down but fucked up where he put it and then moved it.
Him to authorities for selling alcohol.
Well,
Look,
I
puts
will
it
not
down,
put
and then he
him,
looks, and then he has to
but I will
shuffle it.
Stick to my fate.
Did he not have his face tat yet? I think he did, and they might have just covered it up.
No alcohol? You drink this.
Stone Cold is there too. You're right, dude. That's Stone Cold Steve Austin. Oh no, he's got the face tat. It's just not been shown yet.
I must say, I appreciate your offer, my friend, but a rule's a rule. I do not drink.
What's going on?
Bear. Mike Tyson. He didn't drink 1 beer. What? He didn't drink 2 beers. What? He didn't drink 3 beers. What? He didn't drink 4 beers. What? He drank 0 beers. What? This is a good action from Tyson. Because, like, this is 2010s, dude. God, Steven just looks so fucking massive. Wait, no. God, I think he always is in clothes that are too big for him. I mean, he's a huge guy. He's like 6'4", and, you know, but I think he's always in clothes that are too big for him, too. Do I keep... Or does he show up? Can I just see that? Sorry, I didn't really tap into the guy, falling into the barrel. I know, Tyson's doing good. Like... Ow! Ow! And I thought, and that is also when Drake turned into Sprite. He also just, so he just did the when Drake falls over and explodes into Sprite. That's what this guy just did. Like, at that, I'm not sure if he's gonna explode into Sprite or not. And Steven protects the woman. You're gonna see a lot of that. And then we get Aikido versus boxing.
Carlos.
That's his fighting stance too, which I love.
Is he?
This
How you doing, sweetheart? Everything good? Happy? All right.
What the fuck did you just say? Run that by me again.
How you doing, sweetheart? Everything good? Happy?
What?
All right?
Everything good, happy? Can we get English subtitles just for Steven?
You're a bunch of assholes.
Okay.
Get the fuck out of here, all of you.
Look at Look, wait, look. Why is he standing like that? First day of standing lessons? That's a really good. That's a really good. That's a really good way to stand. Standing normal. I'm normal, and I stand normal. Okay, here it is. Now, this fight is really interesting, and you're gonna see why. First of all, for Steven to be actually doing something and, like, standing up and moving is insane. I mean, barely moving. I'm sorry, barely moving. What? One more time? One more time? Is that like a read for Mike Tyson's whole ear thing? Or I don't know if that is the making fun of the ear. I think the whole idea is he can slap his ear so hard. Dude, they actually had to shoot somebody going to somebody's ear. I think the whole thing is that he is gonna hit his ear so hard that it causes him bodily damage from just doing that. Yes, exactly. This is fucking discombobulate. This is the Sherlock Holmes fucking... Yeah. Oh my god. Look at him try to move, dude. Hang on. Look at that run! I need to move my fucking camera. No, you gotta see the way he runs. So much of it isn't Steven, though. Like, that is not Steven. I don't think. I don't think that's Steven. Hang on. I'm gonna... I actually... That's not him. There's no way that's him. There's no way... That's not fucking Steven Seagal. That is not Steven Seagal. Are you kidding me? Look, you can, I mean, you can't see his... Come on. Come on. Any behind shot is not him. And I hate to say it, it's because they've chosen a guy who's like 50 pounds lighter than Steven Seagal. Like, yeah, we know that's not him. Like, hang on, let me get him. That's not Steven! Fuck off. I keep accidentally hitting up. Come on. And you want to know why it's not him? Because he's getting beat up. I'm just remembering this now. He is in all of the action up until this point when he starts getting beat up. And then it's not Steven at all.
Send me Pete or die!
Kaba, let's go.
This is like the only... That's not him.
Motherfucker, you drink piss.
Let's go.
That is a drawn-on goatee. But yeah, they can't even do, like, the final shot of the fight with him in it.
Seagal SNL funny moment.
Because he doesn't want to lose the fight, and he doesn't want to be seen taking punches. Welcome back to the Funky Little Man, Tom Spenders. I do actually have Steven Seagal SNL pulled up for later. I bet Steven got to pick his own double when they showed him fatter guys. He was like, that doesn't look like me. I would not put it past him to like, choose the most handsome guy. That, like, Steven Seagal's stunt doubles, they do, like, a fucking Usual Suspects lineup at the beginning. Right before production, he has to go up and just, like... I mean, the Steven stance is... Now that guy, he's really handsome. Nah, that guy looks good. I think I want that guy to be... Why don't you get... I could teach that guy better.
Motherfucker, you drink piss.
Steven inspecting his doubles like the ASMR uniform inspection. Have you ever done Aikido? What's your Aikido black? What's your Aikido belt? Blue, sir. Okay, okay. Are you willing to take more classes? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good job. Like, then there's obviously someone behind him, and he's like, this guy's lost 10 pounds. And then Steven's like, nice, nice. Keep losing him, you know. The more you lose, the better you look like me on camera. Did you get that Tong Shuang dry cleaned? Did you get that gi dry cleaned? Do I have clips from Steven Seagal Lawman? Of course I do. Of course I do. That's just his first fight with Mike Tyson, though. I don't have Lawman's later in the queue, but like I just want to show, because I did Aikido.
This is Steve Seagal, the only non-Japanese Aikido.
I also, correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I think his last name is pronounced Seagal, but he says Seagal because he doesn't want people to say Seagal. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe the last name is Seagal. I don't know, because I mean, there's Jason Seagal, and nobody has cared. And I've heard Seagal before as a last name. It's like a common Jewish last name. I've heard it before. And he is the only person that I have heard people say Seagal to. I think it's something he's done. I think it's something he's done because he doesn't like when people call him a bird. And he doesn't want people... No, it's not that. He knows people are going to make fun of it. He probably got made fun of in school. And they were like, your last name's a bird. And he doesn't want people to do that.
Aikido master ever in
Yeah, because a seagull is not a powerful bird. A seagull is not an albatross. A seagull is not a hawk. If he was a type of bird, if he was a bird, what would he be? Honestly, when I said albatross, I think that would be the closest.
This is
I don't think there's more delving to do. I think he would be an albatross.
Steve Seagal, the only
Pelican for sure. Bitch, pelican is good. Yeah, if he was a bird, he'd be a pelican. That's good, because pelicans are huge and they just like fuck around with everything because they can't actually grab onto anything because they just have like no dexterity. Every time they eat something, they like have to like fuck around with it in their mouth and like try a billion times before they get it in. Yeah, no, he is absolutely a pelican.
This is Steve Seagal, the only non-Japanese Aikido master ever in the history of Japan to own and operate an Aikido school on Japanese soil. Although what you're about to see...
Which is also maddening, right? Isn't that crazy? He was the first non-Japanese person to, like, be an Aikido sensei and, like, operate an Aikido school in Japan. Isn't that kind of fucking crazy? But there is the story that the only reason he even got his black belt is because his sensei was sleeping during his test. And he just gave him the black belt anyway.
may seem very physical indeed. Watch closely, and you will detect the difference between Aikido and other martial arts. Notice that the master is merely defending himself, turning aside his attackers while exerting very little counterforce of his own.
I mean...
In Aikido, basically speaking, there is no punching, there is no kicking, there is no blocking, there is no collision. Aikido is basically being able to be one with the universe, be one with nature, so that you can therefore sense the intention.
Like, the whole... Yeah, I would fall asleep during this shit, too. Like, legit. I would fall asleep. So, they're doing all the work. So, Aikido is a thing, but it's... You can't use it. Like, it is a thing. It's just, like... It's from a long time ago, and it was designed to just disarm people. It was just designed for for people to learn, so then in sword fights they could disarm people, like samurais. After their sword is gone, you can't just keep using Aikido. I think. But you can just, like, but you can get people, like, pinned and you know, you can stretch up people's fucking arms, and it, like, hurts. Did he try this with someone and he hit him so hard he shit himself? I'm trying to remember. Is there something with him doing something to someone on live TV and he got in trouble? Oh, no, yes, okay, a guy... No, a guy choked him. Okay, never mind. I was getting it mixed up. Gene LaBelle, was a stuntman who choked him out so hard he shit and pissed his pants.
Of your attacker. Here.
Aikido works on a philosophy of positive versus negative
Steven didn't do shit.
energy. An aggressive act, such as an attack upon an innocent person, is negative force. Defense is positive, and according to Aikido, will always win as long as one remains in contact with the universe.
According to Aikido, you'll always win if you use it. No shit. I think every martial art will say that in their fucking handbook. I think every martial art will say in their handbook, if you use this, you'll win every fight. Like, yeah. I would do that too if I made up a martial art or some sort of defense mechanism. I would say, if you do this, you'll always win.
The power of the Aikido master lies in an accumulation of ki, the power of mind, but it can be deadly when applied directly.
Did I know a story with John
Aikido,
Leguizamo?
being one
Yeah,
with the universe, as
I
Steve
do.
says, produces some
I could find a video. I could
results.
find the video of John Leguizamo talking about it.
We don't know how this power works, but
Because
we're
he also
about to see
because
it
he also talks about one of my favorite things that Steven Seagal does.
demonstrated even more dramatically.
Key's fucked. Once you tap into your key, you're so fucked. Oh my god, I mean, this looks fun as hell. Actually. Oh my god, me and a buddy doing this after a couple drinks? Not too many, just a couple. Like, just a couple, so I'm, like, actually,
Now,
like,
Steve is
fucking
preparing
locked
to
in.
demonstrate the sheer
Doesn't that
power
look
of
so
his
fucking
mind.
fun?
As you can see, two blacked
New
out
sub
students
alert?
on either side of him can easily pick him
Yeah,
up
the
off
more
ground.
sub alerts I can get
But
of
look
people
what
being
happens when he does
beat up. 3 beers and Aikido sesh. Fucking dream. I'll do Aikido on my balcony. Dude, that's the fucking dream.
want them to.
Aikido and darts tonight, boys? Aikido and darts tonight, boys? Chain smoking and doing Aikido? What a dream. What a dream. Like, why is he shoving him down? It's for the... Look! He presses them both together. Why the fuck is he pressing their necks together? He's such a dick. Dude, this is just for the fucking TV. This is just for the TV, dude. Relax. Oh my god! Like, what the fuck? He's the master. He's the master, after all.
Now he will go one step further for an even more dramatic demonstration.
Push higher.
He will withstand the combined strength of 2 men using only his little finger.
Come on. Come on. Oh, I'm sure. He looks like Donald Fagen. A little bit. Same mouth, same hair as, like, 70s Donald Fagen. Just put on some aviators and you could put him behind the keys. Don't put him behind a keyboard, actually. Pay attention as he uses only his hard penis to keep the attackers away. And he's just like, hard, obviously. And he's just like pushing out, and they're going, "Arr! Arr!" I guess they're both touching. I guess they're both touching his cock, and he's going, "Ah! We can't get him. We can't get him."
There are no special stances in Aikido.
Yeah, they're just scared of it. Yeah, they're not making physical contact. There's a barrier. You know, it's like the Monster Breeder, that game I just played, where there's like the fear stat. They just have like ultimate fear of his dick. That's like their lowest stat. So when they see it, it fucking radiates waves into their brain that they're like, I can't get any close to it. They're intimidated. You know, he's whipped his dick out, and it's like Pokemon when you lose 2 attack stats with intimidation. You lose 2 levels of your attack stat. When Steven Seagal takes his cock out, it's like the intimidate ability from Pokemon.
You just stand passively, wait for the attack. Make your move. It's as quick and easy as saying,
oh, wait,
you ask for it.
Oh, wait, so she can fucking do it? Oh, so the presenter can just fucking do it? See, bullshit. Aikido's fucking bullshit. No, I mean, I'm actually like not wanting to discredit it. It is a thing. But it's just virtually unusable. Hang on, let me see. Do I have the compilation of... Okay, I don't. So this is good. I mean... 20 minutes? There's a TikTok of it.
We were in rehearsals for executive decision, okay? I'm playing his master sergeant.
And the first day we get together for rehearsal with the actors and the director, he comes in, I'm in command. What I say is law. You disagree? And I started cracking. I was like, I thought he was kidding.
I really like the J. Jonah Jameson sort of visual there, because I wouldn't have been able to tell that John Leguizamo was laughing, even though he also did, even though he did that, I wouldn't have known.
Just hanging out. Yeah. And he Aikido'd me against the brick wall. Pow! Knocked all the air out of me. I was like, what? What? Yeah. I mean, what I really want to say is how big and fat he is and how he runs like a bitch.
So, and then it gets into my favorite Steven Seagal thing. Steven Seagal runs like a girl compilation. I'm sorry, I need to take a sip. I need to take a sip of water. I need to take a sip of water. Do I run like this? I think. It's not, well, I do kind of run like that, probably. Because I'm not going anywhere. I'm sauntering. You know, girls, we actually do like that. We actually run like that. That's what we do. So, I saunter. I don't run. I saunter and I skip and I frolic. It's the fact that, like, he doesn't fucking know that he's acting ever. It's like, Because he's running casually. He's just doing a casual, like, sprint. He doesn't know that he's not acting in this. He's just running. He just sees the word run, and then he's like, okay, I have to run. I'm not understanding that I also have to act like I am in pursuit. Oh, man. I love how he grits his fucking teeth like a shark. What would you do? What would you do if he ran after you like that? Can I slow that down just so we can see more of it?
It feeds the savage beast inside of you.
He's so mad. I mean, this one's nuts. He's swinging his arm. Like, one arm is going like this. One arm is going around in a circle. Look at this one. This one's so bad. He's conserving energy. Maybe this is some Aikido technique to conserve energy by not moving it, by not having you be like so stiff when you run. He's, you know, it's the Aikido principle of like nature. Like he's feeling the universe and he's feeling nature, so he can just, you know, he can just. Why is he playing the drums? Why is he banging on his drum? Dude, he runs like he's fucking counting money, dude. This is good. Love that one. I love that. I love just the hard turn. So good. Got a ton here. Stole from disabled. Excuse me? God, I'm getting so much Steven Seagal shit. Stole from disabled? Did he steal from the disabled? I have to know. I don't want you to see my YouTube survey answers.
He killed a family's 1-year-old puppy dog and stole money from a kid in a wheelchair.
What? What? What?
He killed a family's 1-year-old puppy dog and stole
He
money
stole Bitcoin from a kid.
Steven Seagal has such a...
I'm sure he was just defending himself. I'm sure he was just defending himself, and it was an Aikido takedown. The kid was probably swinging, and then he went, he took a dollar bill, and then he went, and then he turned him over.
Comically terrible history. He now simply refuses to face it.
I hate this video already, by the way. I actually hate this video, but...
I wonder how you deal with...
Oh, this is good. Wait. This is good. This is good.
I wonder how you deal with all that. Hello, Steven Seagal?
So, I don't know why it's not, I don't know why he didn't include the beginning, because the beginning is very important. She says, so how do you feel about, like, the fact that there's allegations of rape and sexual abuse from you? And then he rips off his microphone, and that's the fastest I've ever seen him move.
I wonder how you deal with all that. Hello, Steven Seagal?
Number 1, treating other actors terribly during filming. I have a family member that...
Number 1, training other actors terribly during filming. Do I have this one up already? What's this one?
I think the foundation of all people has to be where we come from, ultimately.
I don't, but since I don't have, like, the absolute longest time before I want to get into, like, some movie analysis. Don't worry. Don't worry. If it's about him doing accents, I will talk about it.
Obama wasn't my president, but I sure want to suck his dick.
Oh my god. Welcome to the fucking event. The Pominator, thanks for the Prime sub. Big licks. Ah, man. He likes a fucking big lick, alright. Big lick of a fucking... ice cream. Yeah, he likes licking his lollipops and his freezies. Man. Right hand thumb technique. So that's the right hand thumb technique. The fact that he looks like he's holding his guitar with a lobster claw, that's just his technique. That's just his technique. The greased beast himself. That could not be a more applicable nickname. Epic. What? Epic. Epic big licks from Steven. Thanks for watching. More epic Steven Seagal guitar solos coming soon.
Hey, Beach, are you work here or what? Hey, where are you going, honey? I want a lap dance.
No, take.
Wait, what?
Hey, Beach, are you work here or what? Hey, where are you going, honey? I want a lap dance.
You know, it takes the IQ of a mature caterpillar to know the difference between the staff and the dancers. You understand?
I want that bar bitch to dance for me, so fuck you.
That could not be a more Tommy Wiseau delivery. That is the most Tommy Wiseau that I've ever heard from somebody who isn't Tommy Wiseau.
Hey, Beach, are you work here or what?
Is this dubbed? Yes, this is absolutely dubbed. He doesn't talk. He's supposed to be SOC, but then they were like, shit, we have to add dialogue and make him seem like, I bet his accent is like, the enemies in this movie are probably from a specific group of people. I don't know what this accent is supposed to fucking be, but I bet they're supposed to be like a specific, you know, background. And I bet they've been like, shit, we need to make it obvious that, like, this pervert at the bar is one of them. So we need to give him dialogue with an accent.
Hey, Beach, are you work here or what? Hey, where are you going, honey? I want a lap dance.
I want a lap dance. That's like fucking Borat voice.
You know, it takes the IQ of a mature caterpillar to know the difference between the staff and the dancers. You understand?
I want that bar bitch to dance for me, so fuck you.
So fuck you. I think I posted the making of this. I think you did. I think it was somewhere. But, I have so many fucking tabs open. I'm so sorry. Ah! The making of. The making of.
Really excited about this one.
great action. In fact, Steven Seagal hasn't done this much sword play and knife play since the original Under Siege. So very, very excited about this film.
This is a Steven Seagal action movie. This is going back to more of his roots of doing a lot of the action.
More of his roots. Spray paint on the top of his head.
A lot of the action himself. I mean, this is something that he hasn't done in a long time. So it makes this...
So I can't get my fucking arm comfy.
If you're a Steven Seagal fan, you're just gonna love the movie because of Steven Seagal. But I think it's the first time I've ever seen a story where you have good and evil, black and white.
God, I fucking love just how he dresses. He wears the same costume in every fucking movie, by the way. He wears the same costume in every movie.
I've seen a story where you have good and evil, black and white, yin and yang, opposites, really come to learn a lesson at the end.
Is that, wait, who is that Keone Waxman? Is that Keone Waxman? Okay, that's Keone Waxman. Okay. So that director, by the way, the director is that guy on the left. That guy on the left with the long hair who's like doing this. That's the director Keone Waxman, and he directs pretty much every like 2010s Seagal flick. He is like a Steven Seagal, like Steven Seagal is like his muse, pretty much. He's done Force of Execution, which I want. He's done, okay. I think The Keeper, A Dangerous Man, Hunt to Kill, True Justice, Maximum Conviction, Force of Execution, A Good Man, Absolution, Contract to Kill, End of a Gun, which I've seen, and Cartels. And I bet all of these are probably Steven Seagal.
Come to learn a lesson at the end of the movie.
You tell me the truth and I won't hurt you. Where is Mia?
I'm not watching that fucking video.
I don't know. You don't know.
Puppy! Oh my god, wait.
The script came from an idea that Ben and I had a long time ago. The idea originally was that it was going to be a sequel to our last movie. And then working with Steven on the draft, he ended up wanting to put in an element of...
Like, I do wonder what it must be like to have a lasting working relationship with Steven Seagal. Oh, is he going to come around the corner with a gun? Because God knows he can't hold guns.
On the draft, he ended up wanting to put in an element of a guy who is sort of...
He has no idea how to hold guns. He looks like they're going to fall out of his hand any second.
Bent for revenge. And so he sort of evolved it from there.
A good man, it is very easy to say, but it's very hard to find. And what's really interesting about...
True. A good man, easy to say, hard to find. I'm going to show you a bit of Steven Seagal on SNL, if you haven't seen it. Okay, this is it briefly.
I caught these two guys with 3 kilos of cocaine. What do you think they were doing with it? Making chalk for girls' softball games. Listen to me. Carefully. I don't want you to talk about anything to me anymore. I don't want you to say my name anymore. I ain't see you any movies, and what's the afro anyway? You look like Link from the Mod Squad. I think Dougie here needs soda. Why don't you go out and look at it? I'm sure Dougie won't mind. I guess it wouldn't matter if I did because I wouldn't be there at the time.
At the time.
Michael Bolton, the president.
Michael Bolton.
In the United States.
Literally the easiest thing to fucking do is just say the person's name, and he goes, Michael Bolton.
Michael Bolton, the president of the United States, on speakerphone as he reveals.
So this is something that I've been trying to find for ages. It is the last sketch from his SNL appearance. He wrote a sketch himself that he wanted them to do, and yes, it's the Exxon one. I haven't been able to find it, but it's like not a joke at all. And he just wanted them to do like a anti-Exxon, an anti-fuel company thing at the end. And where he walked into a boardroom, an Exxon boardroom, and he beat everybody up and then was like, save the environment. And there's no jokes.
The President of the United States on
and it's like 5 minutes.
Speakerphone as he reveals...
That also is a really fucking bad fall. Okay, look. This is a really bad stunt. When this guy falls into... I'm going to slow it down, actually. When he falls into the door, this is not good. So... he throws him, and then he's supposed to fall through the door, which is like, you know, a prop door, but he kind of falls into like the set a little bit, like the wall, and fucking like bangs his arm and then falls through. He like right here on his arm, he probably got a massive fucking bruise. That must have hurt. Anyway.
This is what happens when you pollute the planet.
Which also, like...
This is what happens when you pollute the planet.
I would watch the whole sketch, but I'm actually trying to move through these videos because I want to do my movie analysis in a second. I do have this whole sketch, though. This was on YouTube. This is... Excuse me. This is a Chris Farley sketch. This is Jennifer's Date. I'm just gonna play it.
Oh, I'll get it!
I'm very surprised that the SNL YouTube channel has even posted these.
Well, hello! You must be Jennifer's date. Doug, right?
Yeah.
Hi, Mrs. Novak. Hi. Come on in. Sit down. Sit down. Jennifer will be a jiffy.
You know, Mrs. Novak, I can see where Jennifer gets her good looks. For an older lady, you're holding up pretty well.
Well, thank you, Doug.
Wish my mom looked as good as you. She's a sow.
Well, I'm sure that your mother is beautiful in her own way.
Average sketch.
No.
Average sketch for right now, getting laughs, and then Steven comes in.
Hey, look, this is Jennifer's date, Doug. This is Jennifer's dad.
Mr. Novak? I think this kid needs an ashtray.
Okay, I'll go get it.
So, you're graduating this year? I might. Well, do you have any plans? No. No plans. No. That makes me very nervous. You know, people who see my daughter should have plans. Well, I like shop, and I'm real good with cars. Well, that's good, because I guess that means in the middle of the night...
Cars?
I won't get a phone call that your car broke down and that's why you were late or anything like that, will I?
Or anything like that, will I?
No.
Okay.
That's good.
Okie doke. Here's this ashtray. You seem to...
So she gets him an ashtray. We don't need to
fine.
watch this whole thing. Because it's a 7-minute sketch of this.
Dougie
So
needs a soda.
and then Doug needs a soda. Go get
I'll
him
go
a
get
soda.
it.
And then she leaves again, right? Okay. So that is the joke. Right here, this is the whole like just the structure of the sketch. She comes in. Steven Seagal says, I think he needs something else. And then she leaves. And then while she's gone, they're talking. The joke of this sketch, what is supposed to be the joke, is that when the mom is in the room, Steven Seagal, he's like, oh, you know, he's like he's as nice and bubbly as she is, because her character's kind of over the top bubbly. He kind of matches her energy. And then when she leaves, then he turns into what he's currently doing, but supposed to be a bit more and be acting like he's trying to kill him. That's the joke. But Steven Seagal refused to do like the goofy voice and refused to do anything, so that he just played it one note the whole time. And then the joke doesn't work at all.
Man, your daughter sure does take her time.
What? Does that bother you?
No. No.
It's a nice watch you've got there.
Yeah, my grandmother gave it to me last year
What?
for graduation.
Well, I'm glad she did, because I guess that means that I won't be getting a phone call from you that you lost track of time or anything like that, will I?
Will I? Or anything like that, will I? And then, like, Rob Schneider comes in.
The car. All right, I checked out the car.
What? Was that a line? What?
All right, I checked out the car.
Is that a what?
The left rear tire is a little worn, but he's got a spare and the jack works. The oil's okay. The pan is scuffed, but not leaking. The tie rods need new...
How was it? What was your criminal law test score? What was your criminal law test score? Did you get your uniform dry cleaned yet? Make sure they grease the patches.
Brakes.
How about the brakes?
The brakes? Oh, the front pads are good. The rear shoes are a little worn. He's got a U-joint that's about to go bad, but it'll get him there and back. Oh, and I found this in the glove compartment. It's a fake ID. It says he's 25.
So he's supposed to be whispering here because he's like, I think this is his other son who's doing like recon for him.
Get out of here.
Yes, sir.
Like that's supposed to be it. But it doesn't make any sense because when she's here,
I guess he told you that story about the man in the Philippines that he killed too.
he does the same thing. There's no fucking joke. He just ruins it and just gets rid of the whole joke because he doesn't want to look silly. He's too afraid of being silly. It's crazy. Get out of here, gotta laugh. Because that's like he's only accidentally getting it right sometimes. Only accidentally getting it right. Somebody sent a link to something that I haven't pasted, but it said, like, please watch this Steven Seagal video. Dumbass.
It's the Celebrity Guide to Wine with your guests, Steven Seagal.
I'm sorry I'm late. The traffic was just horrible. Same as usual.
It's right there. This better be good.
With me, it's always good.
This is a Tim and Eric sketch. This is a Tim and Eric sketch. Miss Wink.
You've done well.
He can't help but talk to her like he's talking to a fucking Aikido student. He can't help but talk to his wife like he's talking to an Aikido student.
I hope that was as good for you as it was for me.
I have a feeling it may have even been better.
I'm Bill Clinton. I can't wait to catch my flight. If you need your buckles opened, you know who to call.
Maybe I'll whistle.
Welcome, Earthling Plant. Thank you.
You do know how to whistle, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Opened, you know who to call.
Maybe I'll whistle.
You do know how to whistle, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's the Celebrity Guide to Wine with your guests, Steven Seagal.
Like, is this a, I don't even know what this is from. Genuinely. I don't know what it's from at all. I do want to move on, if that's okay. As fun as it is to just watch Steven Seagal clips, and I had a lot lined up, I do kind of want to move on, because I did watch 2 entire fucking movies for this stream, and I'll be damned if I don't get to talk about them, okay? I have to talk about these movies. I've watched 2 entire movies for this stream. So I'm gonna move on. The first one I watched, which I mentioned before, and I should have had a poster pulled up, is Asian Connection. Now, some people might remember Asian Connection because this was actually a movie night in my Discord server maybe over a year ago. And it was bad. It's really bad. I watched this one again a few days ago. I was actually tapped into this one. I actually was tapped into it. So I can summarize this entire movie. I would love to Celebrity Guide to Wine seems to be a documentary. I know. I was like, there's no way that's a fucking sketch. Celebrity Guide to Wine. Also, what does he know about wine? The Celebrity Guide to Wine. Spago? Wait, Spago Restaurateur. Spago Restaurant Maitre d' Bernard Erpicum. Excuse me? Hosts this program featuring Hollywood stars as they share tips for choosing the best wine for any occasion. And there is, there's Dudley Moore, Whoopi Goldberg, Herbie Hancock, Steven Seagal, Robert Loggia, and I think the other 2 women I really am not overly familiar with. So it's low res, so I'm like, what are their names? Shelley Hack? Kelly LeBrock? Oh, here it is. This one's better. Kelly LeBrock is Steven's wife at the time. Oh, so she's the one that she did. Oh, she's from Weird Science? Oh, shit. Okay. She's the Weird Scient? She's the Weird Scient from Weird Science? There's multiple scients. And she's a scient. But you know what I mean when I say she's the Weird Scient. She's the girl. She's the built girl. But Asian Connection. Very, very insane movie. I have a bunch of clips that I want to show you. We're gonna kind of go through this, like, in order. I had to, like, go through this myself. And I watched it the first time, and then I went through it again to get all the clips. This is how Steven Seagal enters the movie Asian Connection. Have you ever seen him in that outfit before? The fucking do-rag, dude. He loves wearing a traditional Chinese menswear and a do-rag. And little tiny sunglasses. And a fucking amulet. And an amulet. And that's not even a bandana either. Like, he's wearing a do-rag. And the Amulet of Kings?
Now, a little birdie told me You're very bitter about land deals that happened between our families, where supposedly my family got land that belongs to you. You have to understand, that wasn't me. I should have squat you.
So what's the deal with the accent? Did you guys catch the fucking accent he's doing? Listen. For context, this movie takes place in Cambodia. Most other actors in the movie are Cambodian. Come the fuck on, play! Play the tape! Delete the download.
About land deals. That little birdie told me you're very bitter about land deals that happened between our families, where supposedly my family got land that belongs to you. You have to understand, that wasn't me. I should have squat you a long time ago when I have a chance. Let's bury the hatchet.
No. In Cambodia, there is not enough room for the both of us.
Like,
that means one of us has to die.
Okay. It's gonna be even better when I show you how he talks in the rest of this movie. It's gonna be even more jarring, because he kicks it off with that.
You were always a cheat.
In matters of life and death, there is no cheating, just living and dying.
Whose choice of weapons?
Tyson. Winner take all.
Well,
that puts me at a disadvantage because you're a master of the knives and the swords.
Well, that puts me at a disadvantage because you're a master of the knives and the swords. He pulls a Hilaria and he code switches. He code switches.
Maybe I'll survive. Maybe I will get lucky. Maybe not.
What is his voice? And then, uh-oh, knife fight. Knife fight! Is he Chinese now? I mean, yeah, even though he's doing a movie which takes place in Cambodia, yes. Yes. God, he looks like such a fucking loser. Okay, I might as well say it now, but I was gonna bring it up later. The back of his shirt is so wrinkled from sitting down. The back of his shirt in this movie is always really fucking wrinkled from how much sitting down he is doing. Those are sit wrinkles. Just every time he faces away from the camera, look at the back of his shirt. I have better clips later.
You're out of practice, my old friend. I expected more from you.
Wow! Gets him. That's how he enters the movie. Now, the second scene of the movie is the same fucking deal.
Gentlemen, mysteriously, our competitors are gone. You all have done a great job. I just want to say that violence is the last resort because it attracts a lot of attention.
I love when Steven is talking in such a black accent that he can't be understood. Yes, because he's also bad at it. Because he's bad at it. Because I'm not gonna put it past. I am honestly, this might be crazy to assume. This might be crazy. I doubt Steven Seagal knows many black people. I doubt he does. Just something about him and the way he is and who he is makes me think that it's not even an accent that he hears a lot. So it gets really fucking bad in this movie. Yeah, is it a stretch to maybe assume that Steven Seagal is like a little bit racist and he uses cultures as like accessories? Like, is that strange of me to assume? that he might have a knack for like accessorizing the way other people talk and different cultures. It gets so fucking crazy in this one.
But when we have no choice, we're pretty good at it.
Not in this scene. Later. It progresses throughout the movie. It progresses throughout the movie. Okay, so that's his girlfriend, I guess. So, I guess.
Good job.
And then he was like,
Celebrate.
and then he goes like, excuse me. So a little, shirt's wrinkled, wrinkles. And then you can see me screen record. Premise of this movie. Steven Seagal is a drug kingpin in Cambodia. And he is storing his money in banks. He does say, "Me want the punani, see for me make nice." He does say that. He does say that, Pat. He's storing his money in banks, okay? Banks wants to run a bank-making operation out of his banks. And then there's... Sorry, I played the wrong clip. And then there's these two guys who... Actually, do I need to show this? Do I need to show this? Yes, sure. Just for context. There is a couple guys, you can see, this is them robbing the bank. There are these two guys who are like the main characters that aren't Steven Seagal, who, yes, I did name this Asian Still 1, because it's Asian Connection, and they rob the banks. They get a tip from somebody that there's money in the banks, and so then they rob the banks. As robbers do, they rob banks. Really cool sex scene with these two characters, where for some reason they had to include, like, money sticking to this guy's sweaty back. For some reason they had to include that. Now, I don't know... Okay, this is fucking good. So, Steven Seagal has put his money in the banks. Now... In this scene, he gets confronted with... Well, not confronted. He gets word from somebody that the money's been taken, I believe. I believe that's this scene. And he is so... Oh, no, this is good. I can't talk. He is so fucking dumbfounded that somebody robbed the bank. He's like, how would they have... It's doing it again. He's like, how would they have known that the money is there? How? How my money in the banks gets taken? What? What? No, we need to hear him talk about the flower. We need to hear him talk about the flower.
What kind of road is that?
This is called Rosabella de Londres. It's known as the Rose of...
What? It's a Rosabella's... What?
Compassion.
He didn't write this one.
It's a climbing tea rose, kind of common, but I've always loved it. My mama used to grow these in America.
Do you miss America?
This is my home.
He talks so quiet.
Quite a while back and fell in love with this place and just don't think I'll believe it here.
Okay. Now this is crazy.
A bank with your money was robbed. They got away with about 200,000 US dollars. Most of it was yours.
Can I ask you a question? Aren't you the motherfucker that told me that that's the safest place to put my money?
He is so surprised. He's so, like, he cannot believe that the bank would get robbed. He's like, what? You told me to put money in the banks. The bank got robbed? People don't rob banks.
Yes, sir.
You said it would be safe. You know, I took your advice. So, if I were you, I would get my money back.
Banks are safe, but if somebody's gonna do a big robbery, it's gonna be in a bank. If somebody wants to steal hundreds of thousands of dollars in a stick-up, they're gonna do a bank. And he can't believe this.
It shouldn't be difficult. It was marked.
Well, I don't want to hear any stories about how easy it's going to be. I want to hear...
Yeah, banks aren't safe. Banks aren't safe also. Be aware of those little fucking interest charges.
That we got it back. I want results or I'll take these fucking rose clippers and bury them in somebody's motherfucking eye.
Yes, sir.
That's improv, by the
Easy
way.
It's gonna be. I want to hear that we got it back. I want results, or I'll take these fucking rose clippers and bury them in somebody's motherfucking eye.
That is improv.
Yes, sir.
Really good ADR. I mean, not ADR, Foley. Really good, loud-ass Foley. That's a bar, though. Yes, he does have some lines. I'll take these rose clippers and bury the red in someone's motherfucking eye. If you can't get enough of him, you know, having a young girlfriend. Don't aw this. Oh, you oohed. Oh, ew. I thought you said aw. Like, don't say that. Say, yeah. Now, quick question. Do you think this has anything to do with the rest of the movie? I love to roughhouse with this guy. You can't roughhouse with him. You softhouse. He only does softhousing. This is softhousing right here. And then he does this to you. Steven! And then he does that. And then he does that to you. Steven, stop. So that has nothing to do with fucking anything. He just does that. This also has nothing to do with anything. He has a lot of moments in movies where he just likes to, he gets an opportunity to monologue about something that he genuinely feels in real life. That's something that he gives himself in every movie, or probably asks for it because he works with Keanu Waxman for everything. Like this, for example.
The way I look at it, it's like this fish. People saying, well, I shouldn't eat the fish because the fish is, you know, an important sentient being, and that's true.
Excuse me, sir. I have some news.
I have to turn it up for his dialogue. Do you want to hear that again? Because I had to turn it up.
The way I look at it, it's like this fish. People saying, well, I shouldn't eat the fish because the fish is, you know, an important sentient being, and that's true.
I mean, you already can't hear a word that he's saying because he's talking so quiet. I do like when there's scenes where he's talking so quiet that you can hear the room tone just get way louder because they've had to, like, actually crank the gain on him, on his volume, because he's talking way too quiet. You can just hear, like, the whirring.
Excuse me, sir. I have some news.
Is it important?
Lisa.
I'll just crank it to 100. I think this is where you really see the back of his wrinkled shirt. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm guessing you've seen the clips from that movie where he plays a sniper who's always sitting in a chair when sniping. Totally. I haven't seen Sniper Special Ops, and I've kind of been putting that off because that's the one that was the focus of the whole Come Town bit with Steven Seagal, which is like a popular Steven Seagal video. There is a part in this where he fights someone sitting down, but I forgot to clip it. His shirt is so big. His shirt is way too big for him. Where his hands, he's too big a shirt.
I found them already. I'll take care of it right now.
Take care of it.
I will, sir.
But you know, I'm just thinking that I'm not really feeling confident.
That's not Steven Seagal. Listen, that's not Steven Seagal.
Take care of it.
I will, sir.
But you know, I'm just thinking that I'm not really feeling confident.
That's not him. So, at this point, more money has been taken in the banks. That's why they're having another talk. More money has been taken in the banks. They're freaking the fuck out. I believe he gets to look at tits some point soon. We'll see. I I believe he does. I believe at this point, just so you can... He does have to look at tits in every single one of his movies. Here's him looking at tits. This is... He gets to do it in every movie. He gets to look at boobs in every movie. Did I play the 5th clip? Yes, I did.
Over $500,000.
This is one where he talks so quietly that you can hear the fucking audio gang.
Brother, somebody just came into my banks and took that fucking money.
Again, he cannot believe that a bank got robbed. He's like, out of all the places, a bank? Really?
Took the money because someone told them.
I don't know what the amulet is. I really don't know what the sacred amulet must be.
I was there, waiting for them. These two fellows are dead men. We can find them and we can kill them. But what's more important is to find out who the fucking rat is.
So, there's a rat. He's not wrong. So there is part of this movie. After this, I think right before this, there had been a huge chase to track down the robbers because he's deduced, Steven Seagal has deduced, that because they are so good at robbing banks, they must have a tip who is telling them that there's money in the banks. And that this rat is somebody who works for him.
On the inside. Because I think we know this is an inside job. Don't we?
And also, I bet none of this dialogue was written.
Looking at the banks, I'd say these guys are coming from Thailand. They cross the border, they do the job, and they go back.
Well, I'll get the money back, but at this point, I'm not as concerned about the money.
It also just sounds like they might be using camera audio.
It's my feelings.
Like, that's how quiet he's talking.
I would really hate to kill you now. It would break my heart to kill you.
He threatens that guy. He is the rat, the guy that he's threatening also. He's right. I was editing last night and my camera audio had the same echo. Yeah, that's like the little tin can sort of echo. No, for sure. I bet they are. I also don't know if you've noticed, everything in this movie is new. Everything is new. Every car, new. Every bit of clothing, new. Undamaged, untainted. Like, we're supposed to believe that these guys are, like, members of some drug gang, and they don't have a single speck of dirt on their clothes from all the roughhousing they're doing. This one is when Steven has really fucking had it. Like, he keeps getting his money stolen, and he's fucking had it, okay?
You know, I must be a dumb motherfucker or something because I keep putting my money in these banks. And the only reason why I did that, because one of my most trusted employees told me that was the safe place to put my motherfucking money. You know,
That's the voice. That's the voice, mama.
I'm having trouble believing this shit. Two felons got away with $500,000 US currency. You know, you think I'm stupid?
Black Dynamite ass line reading.
No, Mr. Sirkin.
I threw that shit before I walked in the
You're the
room.
mastermind, and I wouldn't have gotten this far without your leadership, sir.
To add insult to injury, they're telling me that one of the felons is a girl. I don't know whether to fucking kill him or hire him.
And he gets horny because he's just heard about a girl. So, but Black Dynamite, I sell drugs to the community. He gets excited because one of them's a girl, and then he's like, oh, well, I might have to fuck her.
And what do you think, Niran?
Crazy. Like, I will say, like, being a woman I think, honestly, part of the reason why I am so into these, and why I find them so funny, is because these are the most misogynistic movies I've ever seen. Like, the next one I'm gonna show is so comically misogynistic. It's like pathetic, and it really makes me laugh how much of fucking losers these guys are. Like, they're trying to nail a demographic so hard that it is just like so pathetic. Yeah, it's because I agree with that and it aligns with my views. Yeah, you know, I don't laugh at it from a different perspective, from like a, you know, laughing at them sort of way. I laugh with them because I agree with it. Yeah.
I don't think anything of it.
Like, there's no women in these movies. There's no women, and when they're there, in this one, when they're there, they are helping. There's one female lead, and she just like has her boyfriend, and she's a fuck up. And then there's Steven's girlfriend, who's attached to his hip, who's just like, you're the best.
I'm not amused, not at all.
I want these two Farangs dead, and I don't want them dead today.
You just know that hurt him so bad to do. You just know that hurt him so bad to do. He's got that fucking spread in front of him, and he's got to waste it. Oh, man.
Dead, and I don't want him dead today.
No! That's why he's pissed. He's like, I could have eaten that. The gyoza, and he had to stop sitting down because he had to stop eating and get up. I think the next clip I just have is maybe... Okay, I got the last scene of the movie. This is getting close to the climax. The robbers, they fucked up, and they've been found out. One of them dies in, like, a chase. One of them dies, and the other guy decides he has to flee the country. And so now this is him. He's been tracked down by Steven, and this is him trying to escape. This is the climax of the movie. Check it out.
Just keep driving.
Can't you go any faster?
This is it!
It's the same sequence of shooting. This is his final fucking fight. This is maybe the laziest I've ever seen him in a movie. He doesn't do fucking anything other than the thing at the beginning, and then the little, like, this display of the really pathetic, Aikido with his girlfriend. He sits in this car, and he does just the same little pattern of shooting, like, 3 times. Just... And I feel so bad for the other actors in these movies because they, a lot of the times, are acting their asses off. And they feel like this is a serious thing that they're doing and that this is good. This is a Steven Seagal movie. This is an action movie. This is the 3rd time he's done the same thing. They act so much. And I hate to say it, but except for the girls in these movies barely act because I'm pretty sure they're, like, mostly models. Because I think they hire, like, models who do a little bit of acting. But acting in one of his films? No. Like, no. And then he gives up. Career suicide. And also, I'm actually not fit enough for these. I don't know. I'm not doing stunts and shit. So, okay, I didn't get the ending because I think my iPad died. But pretty much, they shoot those barrels and then Steven just gives up and then that's the movie. That's the climax of the movie. I can't stress that enough. That is, at the end of Asian Connection, that is the climax of the movie. That is the big final fight. Actually, no, there's something after. There's a really brief shootout after where Steven just wins. He wins. How that movie ends is that guy in the car, the white guy shooting, who's not Steven, he gets shot by Steven, and then Steven goes to his girlfriend and says, "Baby, you gotta get out of here." And then she leaves. That was Asian Connection that I wanted to show you. This next one is Force of Execution, which I watched. I might not be able to show all the clips, since I only got 20 minutes before we're going to start doing our reading. But this one is... I'll show you some of the good clips. This is just good voice. This is peak Steven voice. Check it out. It is... No, I did give it a 1 on my Letterboxd. I did give it a 1. I don't joke around.
Now, let me tell you a little bit about before your time. Some misguided fools couldn't quite warm up to the idea of bowing down to me.
What? This one, can I tell you something? Can I tell you something? He does this movie with Ving Rhames. This is one of the most racist movies that I think I've ever seen. It is so wildly racist. And Ving Rhames is in it.
They wanted my business, but they didn't have the skill that we have. See, I got a background. See, I worked for a government for...
Which one's this? This is Force of Execution. Yeah, like, and I do feel kind of bad for Ving Rhames in this. You know, I do, like, because, okay, the whole plot of this, which I'll kind of go over, I watched this, like, kind of drunk at 3 in the morning last night, so bear with me. Steven is a leader of a gang, as usual, and then Ving Rhames is a leader of a gang. Ving Rhames, he sends a guy to, like, assassinate Ving Rhames, pretty much. But the guy fucks up. And Ving Rhames is a leader of a gang, and... they're introduced in prison being, like, violent and rowdy. And then Steven's doing this voice the whole time. And everything, it's just, like, the most, like, ugh. It's just, like...
Long time. And, I learned from the best. I took my skills after I left the government, brought them here to do what I do. So they set about, 4 or 5 hit teams out. Man, it must have been like 12, 13 people. And, well, my boy and I would send them all back.
I can't stress enough that this is the first fucking 50 seconds of this movie.
Dead in a box. Some of them we cut their heads off and gift wrapped them, got creative and stuff. Really made a statement, you know. I think that was the last time I left. And that was the last time I questioned.
This is the guy, this is the guy that he sends to kill Ving Rhames. And I think when he talks to him, he doesn't do the voice as much. I think.
All it takes.
Nope.
Is one dumb motherfucker to come in and try to tell everything
I can't. Ah, man.
You broke the code, Sasha. You a motherfucking rat.
He loves saying, "You motherfucker." He loves saying that. He loves motherfucker. He loves it. He thinks it's so cool. He thinks it's like the coolest thing he could possibly say.
Personally.
God. He's like a kid. He's like a fucking 10-year-old. It's like a 10-year-old boy.
Understand? I'm gonna have to make an example out of you. You want to redeem yourself? See, I don't want to use the word seppuku.
What? I don't want to use the word seppuku. What word? Oh, seppuku. Oh, seppuku. It paused anyway, but That's it. And then he beats the shit out of this guy, which I'm sorry I won't show because I want to move on to other clips of him doing his voice that are crazy. He beats the fuck out of that guy. He sends... That's so loud. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. That was so loud.
I learned from the best. Ain't that right? Forgive the drama. You know,
So every woman in this movie... Here's a consistent thing with this movie. Every woman in this movie is asked to leave the room. This is the first time it happens.
Of course. Take my girls.
Take my girls.
Give me a little break here.
Okay. Take my girls. Because they can't see this.
Good at what he do. And that's why I felt that him and I always gotta be good. That's the first time in 15 years he's missed a mark. So I'm finna find out what happened there. But in the meantime, you need to know we have rules and we got respect. I respect you, I respect him, but if somebody fuck up...
Everybody is wearing, like, again, these guys are gang leaders. They're wearing clothes from, like, LL Bean.
Somebody gotta face the music, so...
Like, fresh Gap rentals. Look at that.
I killed the man marked by our contact.
It's the wrong man.
But if I made a mistake, then I'm willing to take the consequences.
Oh, Ice is... Never mind. Ice is their contact.
He's a man until the end.
And Ice gives him the wrong guy to kill. So Ice fucks with him, and then he gets kicked out of the gang. He gets kicked out of the gang and is homeless. And it makes me fucking lose my mind how this actor acts homeless.
I can't have you missing no mark.
He is...
In the meantime, I can't be embarrassed by my business associates. For now, you retired.
This poor guy acting his ass off. And there's another little surprise here. There's another... The tertiary member of the main cast is Danny Trejo, of course.
Hey, Oso.
Who is the owner of a restaurant.
Put him in the cans for once.
Vete para arriba. Go upstairs.
All the stars are out tonight, guys.
You take breaks every 10
This
minutes.
is Karen, that's like his employee and Steven's like adopted daughter. This guy's so homeless. I gotta show you a clip of when he tries to kill himself. So, he tries to kill himself. This is later in the movie. But he, like, breaks both of his hands. So what happens is Steven comes back to him and visits him in his homeless, like, shelter. Well, he has, like, a shack outside the restaurant. Steven visits him and gives him a gun. And he's like, when you want to come back, here's a gun. Or you can kill yourself with it. And he breaks his hands at some point, the homeless guy, and then he tries to kill himself with the gun. Seppuku, yeah. He's like, honorably kill yourself for me. Kill himself. Wait, why did it do that? I think I recorded that a little bit sped up because I had the movie in 1.25x speed. Oh my god. God. But yeah, he's like, he's fucked up. And then later on, Danny Trejo, like, cures him with a really good CGI scorpion.
All the meridians are all tangled up.
Danny Trejo uses CGI scorpion venom to give him feeling in his hands again. And he's acting so hard.
Meridians. What the hell do I know?
I'm just a cook. These poisons will work together with your body. Help you find your
Danny deserves better. No, he doesn't. I'm sorry. No, he doesn't. He doesn't deserve better than this. He's been taking fucking shit gigs for his entire career. He takes any gig that has fucking words in it. He doesn't. He deserves the work that he accepts and that he asks for. If he wanted better work, he simply would not do this.
I didn't ask for your help. Actually, Mr.
And there's me screen recording. Yeah, like he did Daily Wire fucking stuff because he takes any fucking gig. Yeah, no, he doesn't. So what's this one? What's the fourth clip? Oh, that's just him being homeless again and reminiscing. And he gets the gun. I don't need to show that. This is good.
Ice man, ice man. You can call me Ice. Ice. Mr. Ice. Cool, well, you can call me Mr. Alexander. Who you with? Rich rolling 60 Crips. Mr. Alexander. Not no more. You finna roll with me now.
Says finna.
That's our neighborhood.
It's so good.
Star buyer delivering your gift.
It's so good. And also, I want to show you a full picture of Ving Rhames' costume in this movie. He's dressed like he's going back to school. He's dressed like it's his first day of 9th grade. And he's supposed to be like a gang leader. A big boss. Look, he's got Converse on. He's got Converse, Gap jeans. Maybe the worst costume design I've ever seen in a movie. Here's another one of just, like, the guys. Like, entire wardrobe from Marshall's. The guy in the back wearing a pea coat? Are there any other good clips from Force of Execution? There's Ving Rhames saying this, and I can't show it because there's tits here. So, I'll describe what's going on. Ving Rhames is in a strip club, and there's a dancer on him. Don't know if you heard that, but he says, "Stop wasting my dick time." He says, "Did I fuck you last week?"
Stop wasting my dick time.
And then he says, "Stop wasting my dick time." Really good line. Is there anything else I can show about these movies that struck me? What's this one?
Constantine is taking care of it now.
Oh, this is good. No, no, I gotta show this. I gotta show this. I think about the scene all the time. So out of nowhere, you're going to hear the accent drop. And the reason why is because he is just doing something that he finds fun for a scene. They have said, "Hey, Steven, why don't you just take apart a bunch of guns?
Taking care of it now.
So you look cool."
Here's that Infinity I was telling you about. Amazing gun, long slide, wide buddy. Got almost 15 rounds in the 45, can you imagine? Very accurate, spectacular distance. This is that 50 I was telling you about. Guncraft, amazing. Flat, fast.
He just talks about guns.
Great distance, great velocity. Here's one of my long slide Caspian 45s that I've carried a lot around. Beautiful gun. Series 70 Colt, 1938 national match. It's one of the smallest 45s ever made. It's one of my backups, one of my personal backups. Isn't that amazing?
He gets to, I just got a notification. He gets to, take apart guns and talk about his guns as a treat. I screen recorded this on my iPad. He just gets to take apart guns as a treat. A little info dumping so he can. It really is like a hyperfixation, lol. Yes, no, that's literally what it is. It's so. They get scenes like this, where Steven Seagal just does something he likes. Like the scenes where he does Aikido, for no fucking reason. They just get scenes so he can do something he likes, so they can get more footage that they need, because the movie's probably way too short. And he won't do fucking anything other than shit he wants to do. Which makes sense, but you know what I mean. Now, you look at Steven Seagal messing with a bunch of guns, and you might think he knows how to hold them.
Go find Karen. All right, listen. Everybody.
That's really good. Again, this is like during the final fight. I love how he just cradles his pistol like that. How he just cups it. Which Counter-Strike case did he pull that gun out from? I love it. Maybe that is how it's done, but I doubt that's very safe. Are there any other good clips from this of him like talking?
Bitches, leave.
So this is, so you know how I said before, every woman in this movie is asked to leave the room? This is the last time it happens.
Bitches, leave.
I remember the first time I watched this made me cry, because it was like a recurring thing that I was noticing, that like, why is every woman asked to leave? And then they're just out with it. And he says, bitches, leave. Reference to RoboCop, yeah. Shut the fuck up. Is there anything else? I showed you the scorpion. What's this one? Oh, this is when his adopted daughter gets saved, and I think he smacks her on the ass. Maybe it's cut off at the bottom, but it does look like he smacks her ass. And that's like after the final fight, Ving Rhames has died, and his daughter is saved.
I'm gonna have to take care of this my own motherfucking self, Harry.
That's a good one.
I'm gonna have to take care of this my own motherfucking self, Harry.
Like, you've got to be kidding me.
Yes, sir, Mr. Alexander.
No, he's not out there eating shrimp chips. I think that's lemon wedges. Does that look like lemon? That looks like lemon. Is that lemon? Is that a piece of lemon? Multiple pieces of lemon? Is that lemon wedges? He's eating lemon wedges and iced tea?
Yes, sir, Mr. Alexander.
Or it's a plate of fortune cookies. I would eat. But I think he's drinking iced tea and then eating lemon alongside it for double lemon action, I think? They're just all for his tea. Oh, really good picture of him in Force of Execution towards the end with the final shootout. I really couldn't have given you a better plot summary, by the way. Because what I've explained is it just happens. The guy goes homeless. The main guy. He struggles. He gets revived by Danny Trejo. Danny Trejo does die. Danny Trejo does die. And listen, I don't hate Danny Trejo. Listen, I don't hate Danny Trejo. But I do think that he doesn't deserve better movies because he does anything. He's asking for these movies. He likes doing these. I respect the grind. But he dies in this movie. And then, is there any other, like...
Damn. Come on, man.
I love the grenade toss. This pathetic... Yeah, tossing a grenade like he's throwing away an empty soda can. Like he's playing darts. Come on, man. Now, I hate to cut this so short, but I think that's all I need to show for Force of Execution. Thanks for bearing with me as I just showed you clips from... Have I gotten to his run? Oh yeah, we watched him running. I now have something that I want to present to everybody else. I had no idea Danny Trejo was over 80. Yeah, he's older than I thought, for sure. I mentioned this earlier, but I did write a little something. I did do a little something. I'm gonna take a little BRB first. I'm gonna do a little BRB first. And I have some guests that are gonna help me do this. I have written, you know, not to be crazy, but I have written something that I'm very proud of, that I'm hoping is going to maybe be a real thing. I really want Steven to maybe notice this and work with me, and maybe Keone Waxman can pick up the script. I don't know. I've written a little something called Steven Seagal Saves Atlantis, and I have a few readers that are going to help me out. Gonna take a little BRB. DBJ, Josh, and Laserlord are going to help me read it. So I'm going to take a BRB, and when I come back, we're going to be reading my creation, Steven Seagal Saves Atlantis. I'll see you in a sec. All right.
All right.
We're back, everybody.
Oh my God.
Hello.
Chat, let me know if volume's fine. I've got a few guests here to help me out with this. Would you mind, while I set this up, introducing yourselves?
Yeah.
And first up on the docket, we have Josh. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Howdy, everybody. I'm Josh. I am a podcaster by trade. I actually co-host 2 shows now, The Worst of All Possible Worlds and Ill Conceived. I'm also 1/3 of the stream Traditional Scrunch, and I actually think I'm going to ping the Scrunch people real quick to let them know that I'm up to this. So we might see some
because
Scrunchers in chat momentarily.
this is a big deal.
Yes, huge
deal.
It's a moment. This is a moment. This is a moment.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to be popping in one by one, just on my stream. Did anybody else not introduce themselves? Did we go around?
Oh, I'm waiting for my turn. I can go next.
You go next.
Go next, Brand. Go next. Even though everybody, a
I'm-
lot of people already know who all of you are, but go ahead. Gives me time.
I'm Laser Lord, aka Bran. You might have seen me somewhere. I used to be Caitlin's roommate.
That is true, and the
That's
reason that is why the reason I really wanted Bran to read for this, because Bran is also one of my mods. Also, bit loud. Oh my God, people are saying loud. I apologize.
Oh, really?
I apologize.
Brand's coming in hot. Brand's coming
I
in hot.
apologize. I'll turn that
I've
down.
also just I've just pinged the Scrunch Discord, so there's a decent shot that some people are going to come in and start saying "the" very soon. We'll see.
Amazing.
We'll see.
I'm pinging my Scrunch.
It's better than them saying we're normal. I keep saying. I
who-
think the last time you rated me, I told everybody. I was like,
There we go.
guys.
There it
I was
is.
like,
There's the-
guys. I love it. I love it so much. However, this is now maybe the 6th time I've been rated by Scrunch. I know the message, and I was like, and I love
They
it.
love that
but I know
joke.
the message.
They
They
love
love
it.
it so much,
They
and
love it.
it's so sweet how much they love it.
They're jonesing for Joshua. I've got
Jonesing for
people in here now.
Joshua.
Let me
Jonesing for
know.
Joshua.
Jonesing for Joshua.
Sun's out. Everybody knows that here, right? That's not even how it
Jonesing
goes.
for Joshua.
I know the Sun's Out song.
You know
I don't
Sun's
know
Out.
what Jonesing for Joshua is.
Oh, okay, that's embarrassing because I think I said jonesing for Joshua to you, which means you didn't get it at all.
You definitely have. You definitely did have. You definitely have said it to me, but you don't want to pick apart every little message.
No, of course not.
It's impolite, you know. Just keep questioning.
It's a
also
song
could've
by the
just been
Rectangular
that-
Guy.
Yeah. It also
Oh,
could've,
it's
it could
obviously.
easily just be interpreted as that you are missing your good friend Josh from the Traditional Scrunch, which is also fine.
Yes. Oh, hang on. How is?
I like the
still
Rectangular
have-
Guy. He's got a good
Oh,
attitude.
I think no, it's good. I can turn you down. It's just because I think you're up all the way on my end. Just from there we go.
That guy feels no hole, you know.
He feels no hole.
He feels no
I
hole.
always. Oh, I just remembered that it's feels no hole because I have been saying he has no hole.
He fills. Well, people might think he fills no hole.
But
He
he
doesn't have a hole
feels no hole.
filled.
He
But
doesn't-
yes, I have seen that guy live, and I know I've told this story probably to everybody here. He is fucking weird, and he gives me the willies.
Of course he's weird. He seems
Sounds right.
He gives
seems
me
like-
the fucking willies.
he seems like a guy who thinks he's in a polycule, but nobody else agrees.
That feels
That's
right.
Pretty much.
like he's got this bizarre
He has a very
smile.
he has a very
really upsetting.
beautiful wife. My friend who I went to see Jordy Greep with hung out after the show to try and like talk to him, and he said he was like walking out, and his wife is gorgeous, which I find
That tracks. That
which is,
tracks.
you know, yes.
Extremely bizarre, off-putting men always have beautiful wives.
He strikes me
Yes.
as like a guy who has a hot wife who's also a hot wife, you know?
Yes.
He's got that kind of
Oh
energy,
yeah,
so
like
I
her
would say.
her yes, like he'll be
Does he
like,
only
this is
have-
my hot wife.
Yeah.
Does he only have rectangle themed songs, or does he cover the whole?
No, he's jonesing for
Geometry.
Joshua. This is
No,
what we've
he's
been talking
jonesing for
about.
He's now
Joshua. We
going
already
biblical.
established he's jonesing.
He's now going
Oh, okay,
biblical, but
okay.
he also does have like circle. No, he has square too. He has square.
Okay.
Wait, he has one about
Yes,
square?
he goes, I
Holy
don't
shit.
care if you're square.
Wait,
he says that.
You're telling me this now for the first time.
Yes.
I actually did not know that.
He does
That's very
have
exciting.
square, and I bet he's got circle. How does he feel about
yeah.
cube? Probably a lot.
Him going three-dimensional is like when Dylan went electric. Like some people
Yeah.
aren't gonna like it. People are gonna
When
be
he
like,
goes
he betrayed it.
spherical, dude. When he
I
starts,
feel like
when he
his
starts
songs-
going, He starts
if he's
going
already done
pyramid.
rectangle and square, I feel like he should just stick with quadrilaterals, right? He
Yeah.
can do another one
Go
about being
rhombus.
like a trapezoid, a rhombus.
Rhombus.
Dude, I'm
triangle.
waiting for dodecahedron.
Yeah.
that
what
doesn't
about
have
what
more
about
sides.
fucking what about Tesseract?
What about
Tesseract, like a four-dimensional. I mean, he's skipping the third
When does he
dimension.
do? When does he do
Right, yeah.
Tesseract? Yeah. When does he then go fourth dimension?
We can only hope, I guess.
All right.
He's
well,
gonna
look,
drop kite, and everyone's gonna be like, the sides aren't equal. You're fucking betraying
Wait, did you say
us.
he drops kite?
Yes, kite.
Ooh, kite.
Like flying a
is
kite?
Kite? No,
No, it's a
kite
shape.
is it's a four-sided shape. The kite.
Right.
Oh.
Right. You've got two
Like a
lines that are the same length, and then two other lines that are the same length.
Oh, like
Yeah.
a kite.
These two angles.
Yeah, it looked like a kite.
Like
are
a kite.
tangent. Yeah.
It looked
So
like
the
a
shape
kite.
is a kite.
And that's different from a rhombus?
Yes. Yeah.
Because
a
rhombus is
Okay.
I don't know
Rhombus,
the rules of a rhombus, but we're also all just gesturing. We're all just like on camera going like,
Well,
yeah,
rhombus,
it's like
a rhombus
this.
is one where it's like this, where like these two angles are tangent and these two angles are tangent. That's
It's
a
hard to
rhombus.
do a
Right.
rhombus with you.
okay.
That's the closest I could do. I mean, you guys can't see unless you have my stream up.
Rhombus is parallelism.
Which would be great because you gave an extra 3
That's
A
viewers.
true,
rhombus
but
is a type of parallelogram.
yes, that's true. Yes, rhombus is a parallelogram where all four sides are equal, length.
What shape
Yes.
have I made?
A diamond.
That's a diamond.
I would like to describe.
But
that's
isn't a
fun
diamond
shape,
also
let's just
kind of
say.
a
Let's just
rhombus,
say
though,
that's a
low
fun
key?
shape. You know what I mean?
It's a parallelogram. I can tell you that for free.
And then you've done a square. Now you've done a square.
Amazing.
Just
I
got-
do
just
want to do
confirming it.
justice to this script, by the way. And I do
Yes.
have to be out of here right at 6. so I just
Exactly.
have-
Let's get
wanted
started.
to put that out into the
I'm just
ether.
gonna
All right,
start.
great.
So, I want everybody just to kind of keep things professional because this is
Of course.
serious. Can everybody just? I know we introduce yourself. Can you just slate and then show?
Yeah.
Just name and height and then show both sides of your hands to camera, please.
Yeah.
Okay. Josh, can you go first?
Yes. Hi. I'm Josh Boerman. No agent at the moment. 5'11". Nothing behind my hands.
Okay. Thank you so much, Bran.
I'm Laser Lord. I am 7'5".
DBJ.
I'm DeadBlossomJesse. I currently have no representation. I'm 5. Chiropractor said 5'11" once. Other people say 5'10". Chiropractor did say 5'11" once.
Okay.
So I'm 5'11".
Amazing. Thank you so much. And DBJ, just so you know, you say your name and then show your hands, and you kind of did it all at the same time, but it's okay. We can get another slate for you after. We can do a tail slate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody, I will just say everybody's roles for chat. Jesse is reading for Steven Seagal. Josh is reading for a few small roles. Boss of the Russian FBI, King Neptune, and the Phantom Manta. And Bran is reading for Sword Fist and the Homeless Anchovy. I will be doing stage directions and also, stop laughing. I will be doing stage directions and also Princess Marlinda. Without further ado, I'm going to just play some of our intro music. Not intro, but background music for chat.
That's Sonic Adventure 2.
It is.
Sonic Adventure 2. Okay.
Interior, a Russian intelligence base. Steven Seagal, international action film sensation and special representative for Russia-U.S. cultural links, is escorted by armed guards and stop laughing into a large office in the Russian FBI building. Shut up. He's wearing a black and red tongzhuang, a traditional Chinese men's suit. Shut up! Accessorized with very tiny orange-tinted sunglasses. The walls are covered with Russian flags. There are large, almost Corinthian-style columns, and everything is a gold trim. It's beautiful. He approaches a desk where the boss of the Russian FBI is sitting. Steven has gestured to take a seat in an empty office chair opposite the boss. He lowers himself to sit down, but halfway through sitting, he kind of drops down clumsily, and he folds his hands over his chest, resting on his belly.
President, why have you called me here? What you saying?
Mr. Seagal, I apologize for interrupting your busy schedule, as I know you are in the middle of recording songs from the Crystal Cave 2. But we have a request of utmost importance that will determine the future of our country.
You know me, sir. I would do anything to uphold the relationship between Russia and the United States. I'm very grateful that America's current administration has been revitalizing our relationship.
I'm also realizing I don't have a Russian accent in me, so I'm doing my level
Yeah,
best.
no, this is great. I love this. This is good.
We have received intel from the lost city of Atlantis.
Hold up. Atlantis? Now I heard everything.
That's right. We have secretly been allied with it. I don't know where this accent is going.
What? Wait, what?
We have secretly been allied with Atlantis this entire time. We've received a distress call from King Neptune. He's deathly ill. His daughter, Princess Marlinda, has been kidnapped by the evil Phantom Manta, a manta ray man hell-bent on taking over the city.
Now that just sounds awful. It's terrible. I don't know why anyone would want to destroy Atlantis.
They need your help. Stephen, you'll need to travel to Atlantis on the Russian secret submarine. Go to the palace and find out how to track down and stop the Phantom Manta.
Getting Scottish.
I know, it's getting Scottish.
You're our only hope!
Phantom Manta ain't a damn thing to me. I'm finna save that. Now, is this now?
We just watched a clip of him doing that. We just watched a clip.
But if people don't know that Steven Seagal talks like
That's
this,
how
I guess
he
everyone here
talks.
knows.
That's how
But
he
people
talks.
don't-
Continue. You're
I
that's
think I'm doing a different voice.
No, that's
Anyway.
how I've written it. That's how he talks. Continue, please.
Be true to the
finna
character,
save-
please.
I'm finna save that underwater city. And I'll also, let's just say, get acquainted to the princess. Let's bounce.
You're acting. You're acting. It's fine. It's a character and you're acting. That's how Steven Seagal
Yeah, I'm
talks.
acting.
Steven spins around on his chair and wheels himself out of the room, dragging himself with his feet. He's wearing ergonomic running shoes Hokas that squeak along the wax floor. The armed guards follow him closely. Just playing more music. Interior, Russian FBI base submarine port, underground. Steven Seagal hobbles down a large staircase leading to the Russian secret submarine port. He is in full U.S. military tactical gear and a do-rag. His giant metal door opens on the side of the submarine, and a little bridge slides out to connect with the dock.
Don't worry. Atlantis will be safe with me. I'll find the Phantom Manta's secret lair, destroy him, and rescue Princess Marlinda. I'm doing all this in the name of the political relationship between Russia and the United States in hopes that one day we can be closer allies and squash the liberal propaganda surrounding our Russian neighbors. Wait for me. When I return, Atlantis will be at peace.
Steven crosses the bridge into the Russian submarine. Behind him, the bridge retracts and the metal door closes. He takes a seat behind the wheel of the submarine, gripping his arthritic hands on the steering wheel. He flicks a switch on the dashboard, which lowers the submarine thrusters and turns them on. He squints, pulls up the steering wheel, and the submarine is off. Steven?
Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing, Caitlin.
Yes.
Is I was sort of present for when you decided to include some of this into the script. And I guess I didn't foresee, I sort of encouraged it, and I didn't foresee that I would have to be on the, like, this would be my problem to...
Okay, I mean, I'm just trying to get as accurate as to how he talks.
Okay.
These are just the
clips are off on
lines.
this stream? Clips are off?
You can just... It's Steven. That's how he... We just listened to Strut earlier. He would say something like this. It's fine. It's fine.
Atlantis? That's not him, sorry. Atlantis? Me a travel to ya.
There you go. Oh. Interior, Phantom Manta's lair, throne room. Phantom Manta, a muscular man with the head of a manta ray, sits in his electrified trident throne. Standing next to him, shackled, is a waifish, yet sexually exhilarating mermaid woman. She looks frightened. Phantom Manta tugs on her chains.
The manta rays have a head?
Yes, they got like the...
I think they're all head.
Oh, okay.
Now,
sorry, can I get a... I hate to ask for, help here, but, like, directorially, like, what do you have in mind for this character? So I can
the
really
Phantom Manta is, he is, he's a real villain. He's got a lot of energy. He's devious, and if you need something for his voice, I would say quite shrill. and
okay.
and he's very confident as well. He is the man. He is the Phantom Manta, and he loves striking fear into people.
All right, let me tap into this.
And he also does have a signature laugh, which you'll see. And just to go with it, he goes ee bee 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 ee bee 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 bee. He does that.
I think I can manage this. I think I can manage this.
Captured beautiful Princess Marlinda! I will take over the city of Atlantis, become its rightful king, and marry the princess!
Yes! A sword-fist soldier rushes to the throne and kneels before Phantom Manta. Sword-fists are Phantom Manta's super soldier swordfish militia. And now this is Bran.
So, we have breaking news. Our navigators have discovered a surface vessel approaching the city. It is from Russia.
Russia with love! Our neighbors from above. What is this vessel?
It seems to be a submarine. One very big mountain. Passenger, sir. What do you do?
The Discord gate is making it sound like you're in another dimension.
No, it sounds like he's underwater. It sounds like he's underwater, which works.
It sounds like he's underwater.
It does.
I can repeat it if I have to. It's okay.
It's totally fine.
Okay.
All right, Phantom Manta.
So the question is, what will we do? And of course, the answer is
nothing! We will be fine. Remember, I have my secret plan. My secret plan that will wipe Atlantis off of the map, ready to be rebuilt.
Princess Marlinda shuffles where she stands. She looks to the sky, then says solemnly to herself, Oh, mysterious submarine stranger, please save me. Now, interior, Atlantis throne room. Play the fucking music. Steven Seagal walks through the throne room of Atlantis. It's serene. There's populations of goldfish, angelfish, and clownfish floating throughout the building. The ceiling is a large stained glass dome that has Japanese art on it. Steven looks at this and smiles. King Neptune is lying down on a sort of throne bed, hacking and coughing and covered in boils. Steven Seagal solemnly looks the king up and down, shakes his head, and meekly crosses his swollen arms across his barrel-sized chest.
And I'm seeing in the stage direction here is coughing, wheezing, so I'm assuming that's also kind of indicating the Pokemon direction I should go in?
Yes,
okay.
And he's very sick, too.
Steven Seagal, I have been waiting for you.
King Neptune, I'm sorry to see that you're sick. You a great motherfucking man.
Steven, you must save my daughter. She's been taken by the Phantom Manta.
The boss of the Russian FBI gave me a briefing. I hate that your daughter has been taken. I never let women out of my sight.
Steven, I'm standing up so I can really...
Nice.
My full.
Nice.
That's good. That's a full performance, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm committing now.
Steven, there's one piece of information that the boss of the Russian FBI might not have told you.
A word?
Phantom Manta.
The king is coughing extraordinarily. A large octopus floats over and begins administering various vials of vigor and vim like medicine. He gives him medicine. I don't remember writing that.
Oh, Phantom Manta. He's going to destroy the city, flatten our beautiful Atlantis. Oh.
Steven raises an eyebrow. While he's interested in this new information, the word flatten makes him think about a nice cheesy flatbread, and this intrigues him.
Phantom Manta has engaged his secret weapon, the Manta Ray.
It's a giant laser located underneath Phantom Manta's lair. Oh, it's scheduled to detonate. It's 6 hours.
Well, damn. Is there any way to stop this big eye laser beam?
Yes. There's only one way I know. How? My sacred jewel. My sacred jewel of the Rumari. The manta ray was stolen from the tomb of my ancestors. And the only thing to keep it dormant is our family jewels. Luckily, I still have mine. It will reset the ray back into its dormant state. I'm going to give you my fat family jewel so you can put it in the hole of the big laser beam and save Atlantis.
Steven Seagal hobbles up to the throne bed and tries to kneel. Halfway down, he realizes he will fall over if he keeps descending, so he stands back up. King Neptune gives Steven Seagal the jewel of the Rumari. It is glowing a bright aquamarine, actually. And inside, you can see a coral reef of schools of fish, like the necklace from Men in Black.
King Neptune, y'all can count on me to kill the Phantom Mana's sorry ass. Deactivate the mana ray and save your beautiful daughter. Nobody messes with Atlantis and sees to see the sunrise.
Steven Seagal does a Chinese bow to King Neptune and waddles out of the castle. He stuffs the jewel in his tactical vest, which looks like a sports bra because it's far too small and not real.
I'm not doing the bow. No, I'm not going to do the bow.
No, you don't have to bow. That's just what he would do. That's just what he would do.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm trying to act here.
I'm sorry.
Steven Seagal, be careful. You're our only hope.
Really emotional King Neptune. And like when I wrote King Neptune, I didn't think about how
I feel like y'all are acting circles around me. It's making me very self-conscious.
Just how sad it is that he is ill.
I need to apologize real quick, Jesse, for like being so aggro just a moment before. I was like in my method.
You were in the space. I didn't think that because that wasn't Josh talking.
Right.
That was King Neptune.
That was King Neptune.
That was King Neptune. That was Phantom Manta. Just like how with you, DBJ, it's not you talking, it's Steven Seagal. So
whatever he says is fine.
So whatever it's just
him.
Because it's him. It's not you. It's Steven Seagal.
Accent, all of it.
Yeah, whatever the accent. Well, you're doing his accent. You know, his Michigan accent. Exterior, Atlantis outskirts.
Wait, who's Homeless Anchovy again?
Oh, that's Bram.
I'm Homeless Anchovy.
Great. I'm gonna go get a glass of water real quick.
Amazing. Thank you for that amazing performance. Also, Steven Seagal travels to Phantom Manta's lair. He has a bag of baby carrots in his tactical vest that he's munching on. Suddenly, along the way, he notices a beggar on the side of the road. He has a table in front of him, and he's fiddling around with a cup.
Sorry, is that a dig at me? The baby carrots thing?
No, it's because Steven Seagal eats carrots. But didn't you just say yesterday you ate baby carrots and so you're getting offended by it? That's method.
Okay, that's method. That's method.
The beggar is an old, decrepit anchovy. Steven approaches him.
You there? Why do you disturb?
You just sitting out here, all homeless. I wanted to ask you a question or two. Do you by any chance know where the Phantom Manta's secret lair is?
Phantom Manta's lair? You must be joking. I wouldn't know the first thing. Is my mic still?
No.
I don't know the first thing. I'm just a humble old beggar, wasting time away and gambling. Would you like to play a little game of deep sea dice?
Steven sits down across from a homeless anchovy on a barrel stool. In front of him is a small table, a cup, and 2 sets of 6 dice.
So how you did end up on the street? On the street.
That's good.
I was in the Great Clam War. It was a horrible experience. I then came down with Havana syndrome, and the noises forced me to flee the city. I could only find peace out here, just me and my dice. I play passerby.
Steven finishes his turn. Homeless Anchovy now puts the dice in the cup and shakes it up and pours them out.
Nothing makes me sadder than homeless veteran. Sorry, I didn't read it. I can say this one without laughing. Nothing makes me sadder than homeless veteran.
I feel like you're just really not taking the plight of our veterans seriously.
This is what Steven's. This is his This is his
It's
politics.
just the line sticks out to me for some reason.
This is his politics.
It's just.
It's not funny.
Okay.
DBJ.
I know it's not funny.
It's
I know
not
it's
funny.
not funny. Okay. I know it's not funny. Obviously, it's not funny. There's nothing funny about it.
I'm trying to channel Steven.
Nothing makes me sadder than homeless veterans. I love King Neptune, but his liberal policies treat veterans like dog shit. Meanwhile, there's people in Atlantis that live off taxpayer money for free. It's a real clam shame.
Homeless Anchovy sets aside all 6 of his dice. Steven raises an eyebrow. He notices he's cheating.
Now you think I'm really just some bitch.
That was the best Steven reading you've done yet because you fucked up the whole line. Steven Seagal throws the table, dice exploding into the air like confetti. The homeless anchovy takes a swing at Steven. Steven deflects the punch and the homeless anchovy stumbles. Steven makes hundreds of lightning-quick jabs at the anchovy. He grabs the anchovy, wraps his leg around his torso, pulls his arm behind his back, and uses the other leg to pin him. Homeless anchovy slips out of his grip and prepares for the counterattack. Steven raises his hands, mimicking a tiger. As homeless anchovy runs towards him, Steven closes his eyes, and with the gentle movements of his huge hands, creates a water torpedo and shoots it at the anchovy. It pierces his body and creates a giant hole that you can see right through, and it's huge in his body. The homeless anchovy falls to the ground, defeated. Steven notices a rolled-up piece of paper sticking out of the anchovy's gill. He tries to take it out, but ends up fucking with it for a little while because his fingers are way too fucking big and greasy, and it's hard for him to grab the paper. Eventually, he succeeds and reads the contents.
Well, I'll be motherfucking damned. This guy was a Phantom Menace spy, and this right here is the map to his lair and the schematics of the manta ray.
Steven shoves the paper in a front pocket of his tactical vest.
Now, I understand being a veteran and being homeless is hard, but nobody in life gets special treatment. If you an asshole, then I'ma be an asshole right back. If you fuck with me, then I'ma fuck with you. That's my equality.
Steven Seagal finally gets out of his chair after all this time. Steven continues his journey to Phantom Mance's lair. Like, I will say, like, after watching a couple Steven Seagal movies lately, I was shocked at how accurately I wrote his dialogue.
Somebody in chat wants to know who wrote this script.
Oh, I did.
I'm surprised that's not clear.
I wrote it. Yes. I was so shocked that, like, that is just what he fucking does. Oh, yeah. This is different music. Interior, Phantom Mance's lair, throne room. Phantom Mance sits in his throne while Princess Marlinda, still sexed up, gyrates her hips and slowly dances for him. She spits on her fins and rubs her wet fins on her nipples. She looks very sad. A sword fist, I know it's disgusting what Phantom Mance does. A sword fist henchman runs into the throne room.
Sir, Phantom Mance.
So no, this one's not Scandinavian. This is a normal sword fist now.
Sir, Phantom Manta, sir, we have news. The human that landed in Atlantis is on his way here, and we've discovered his identity.
Who could it possibly be?
It's...
Wiping the sweat from his brow, the swordfish gulps with anxiety.
It's Steven Seagal.
Phantom Mance's jaw drops open so far that it makes a huge beam come out of his mouth, and it hits the swordfish, disintegrating him immediately. The swordfish explodes into a cloud of blood, and his bones fall down from the sky one by one, making a Jenga tower out of swordfish bones.
This is so Steven Seagal! Steven Seagal! No matter. I can handle this. Phantom Manta can handle anything. Steven Seagal, just you wait. Just you wait and see what Phantom Manta is capable of. Come and try me!
Princess Marlinda. I don't know why I said her. Turning her face, whispering. Steven Seagal, save me. Be careful. Which song is this? Which song is the exterior of the Phantom Manta's lair? I think it's this. Actually, no, it's this still. No, it's this still. Steven Seagal has arrived at Phantom Manta's lair. The gates to the lair are huge and gothic. The gates are molded from stalactites, covered in cavernous barnacles. The perimeter of the lair is coated in meters-high dead coral reefs. There's a stank in the air. 2 armed swordfish soldiers guard the door.
Shit. How me go get into the lair?
He takes out a Dragunov sniper rifle and shoots both of them. He drops his sniper rifle on the ground and shuffles over to the dead bodies.
I can't just walk into the lair all willy-nilly. I need a disguise.
Steven takes out a hunter's knife from his tactical vest. He slices off a swordfish nose and puts it on his face. It sticks on like a clown nose would.
Whoa, stinks of fish.
He slices off a dorsal fin to also place it on his back. He looks like if Arlong from One Piece got stung by a whole bunch of bees. He limps inside the lair. Okay. Now this is where shit gets real, guys.
What do you need from
Interior.
me, just to really ground this. Is there anything in particular that you have notes-wise? Like, how am I doing so far?
You're doing.
this is the climax,
You could
right?
not be doing any better for Phantom Manta. That is
Great,
That
okay.
could not be even. That could not be closer to what I envision for Phantom Manta.
Great.
And
I'm just
Kin
gonna keep-
Neptune.
I'm gonna keep doing.
No
what I've been
notes.
doing.
No notes for Josh. Bran, you're doing great. Also, you're doing great at like the stoicism of the
Thanks.
sword fist, and
Right.
your homeless anchovy was amazing. DBJ, you can just, yeah, I mean, you can maybe a little less energy. Sound a little more like you don't want to be on the stream. And just sound like. And also, I don't know.
Oh, I'll do my best to pretend.
Oh. Just seem like you don't want to be here. Little less energy. Your voice is perfect. You're getting the accent perfect. That weird fucking whatever accent he tries to do. And you're reading the butchered patois perfectly.
Good.
Interior, Phantom Manta's lair, Great Hall. Steven Seagal, in his sword fist disguise, walks like a toddler through the crowd of stoic sword
Motherfucker
fists.
said discuss.
They sniff the air and eye him, knowing something isn't right. A sword fist approaches him.
I don't know if my mic is gonna pick this up. What was your fish law test score?
86, sir.
And your roommates?
You keep your motherfucking sword nose out of my... Sorry, less energy. You keep your motherfucking sword nose out of my roommate's motherfucking business.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Intruder.
Steven Seagal picks up the sword fist by his nose. Hordes of sword fist pull into the Great Hall, armed and ready to attack Steven. Steven, holding up the sword fist, begins swinging him around slowly to intimidate the soldiers. They slowly back away.
Now, fish brain, I'm not trying to be funny, but if any of you motherfuckers comes close to me, I'm gonna turn you into swordfish tuna.
In a rage, the sword fists run up on Steven. He unleashes a flurry of swings like he's wielding a katana. He engages his Muso attack, juggling dozens of sword fists up into the air. Swing after swing, more sword fists join the juggled group. After catching every sword fist in the room in his attack, Steven Seagal charges up a huge finishing blow, and the sword fists are launched 9,999,999 feet away, 9,999,999 miles an hour in a giant wind tunnel caused by Steven's swing. After demolishing an entire wing of the lair, an entire ring of the lair, and erecting a pile of dead fish, Steven Seagal drops his makeshift sword fist weapon on the ground and teeters away. Now this is the showdown, guys. This is the
Okay.
big showdown of
I think I can do this.
Phantom Manta.
Okay.
Interior, Phantom Manta's lair, throne room. Steven Seagal, with his nose covered in fish blood, telekinetically wills the throne room doors to open. I don't know why I put that. He stumbles into the room with his arms crossed. Phantom Manta, sitting in the throne, slowly begins to rise from his seat.
Steven Seagal. I've been expecting you.
Phantom Manta. So you have. Very patiently, too. Thanks for waiting.
You rascal! You've destroyed my sword fist army. You've flattened my castle. And now, you've come to do the same to me.
Well, Phantom Manta, I'm just a guy who likes getting shit done. And today, I had to beat the ever-loving shit out of some goddamn fish. Now, do I need to do that one more time? Or are you gonna make me like a baby and head out of here?
Make like a baby. Can you read that again for me?
Yeah. Now, do I need to do that one more time? Or are you gonna make me like a baby?
Make like a baby, not make me like a baby. Make like a baby. One more time.
By the way, I just wanted
Sorry.
to throw something out there just for everybody watching who's confused. I was thinking that the energy dome would be really a good costume piece, but the problem is it doesn't stay on my head consistently, and it's hot as fuck in here. So if you're wondering why we are lacking character consistency,
And sometimes the
that's why.
orgone accumulation can be overwhelming, right? Like it can totally overwhelm your senses. Yeah.
Yeah. One more time, please.
Nah. Do I need to do that one more time? Or are you going to make me like a baby and head out of here?
I hate you. You're doing it on purpose. I hate you so much, and we're not stopping until this line.
I just keep messing up. Sorry.
No. Listen, we only have 20 more minutes. We only have technically 10 more minutes to get this fucking done. Can you say the line right one more time?
I'm
do
sorry.
I need to do I need to do that one more time, or are you going to make like a baby and head out of here?
Now, do I need to make that one more time? Or are you going to make me like a baby and make my head go and make my head out of here? Let me tell you right now, I recommend you run while you can.
Steven Seagal notices the ravishing nude Princess Marlinda. His heart races and his penis swells.
Wait, has she been nude this whole time?
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
She's been nude because Phantom Mance's a pervert.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And also,
I had assumed the undersea currents destroyed all clothing, so obviously the Atlanteans don't wear clothing.
True, but they wear scale stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's been nude this whole time. Also, just like any girl in a Steven Seagal movie. Go ahead, Steven.
I have you now, and Mia go mash up your manta ray laser beam.
Screw you, Steven Seagal! I'm Phantom Manta, and I'm going to destroy Atlantis! You think you have me cornered, eh?
Phantom Manta takes out a little remote controller from his pocket. He hits the only button on it.
You have 20 minutes, Steven Seagal! 20 minutes before my manta ray demolishes the city of Atlantis, and I can build it as its rightful king!
Steven Seagal takes out an AK-47 from his tactical vest. He fucks around with it, holding it very lazily and swinging it around like it's a toy. He shoots at the Phantom Manta and skitters over behind a pillar for cover. Phantom Manta shoots lasers out of his mouth, running around to the other side of the pillar to try and flank Steven. Steven uses his conqueror's hockey to predict the future and manages to intercept the attack and shoot Phantom Manta in the head just in time. Phantom Manta falls to the ground. Princess Marlinda runs over to Steven Seagal and kisses him. Steven fumbles around, rubbing her back like he's trying to find something on it. Oh, Steven Seagal! Oh, Steven Seagal! You've saved me! I love you! I love you!
Well, I feel the same way, Princess Marlena. Make me please ya. Make me suck your fish, pussy.
Steven Seagal and Princess Marlinda engage, I don't have music for this, so it's going to be quiet, engage in a sexual encounter where he's sitting down the whole time and ogling her, touching her chest, and that's about it, because he's not good enough at touching women on camera to have a proper sex scene, but insists on seeming like he can woo beautiful women if he wanted to.
Watch this.
Steven disassembles all the guns he has on the floor and then reassembles them, showing off. What are we gonna do about the manta ray?
Your father gave me his gem to shut down the laser beam. Let's go find it and finally put an end to all this.
I guess there's gotta be more music. Steven, interior, Phantom Manta's lair, the manta ray room. Steven Seagal and Princess Marlinda confront the manta ray laser beam. It's charging up so much, and it's almost done! Quick, Steven! Use the gem! Steven takes the Jewel of Urimari out of his tactical vest and holds it up to the laser. The gem begins absorbing energy from the laser. Steven struggles to hold it up.
It's no use. I can't hold out much longer.
The gem shatters into a million pieces. No! The gem! It's broken! What do we do, Steven Seagal? Atlantis is doomed!
Don't be scared, princess. There's nothing I can't do. Just don't move.
The laser's almost done charging. It whirs extremely loudly and causes the entire seafloor to tremble. Princess Marlinda sheds a tear and puts her hand to her heart. Steven stands in front of the laser. It goes off, and Steven managed to use an Aikido throwdown to intercept the laser and redirect it upwards. After a cloud of smoke disperses, Steven is visible, standing in the middle of a giant crater left in the manta ray's wake. You did it, Steven Seagal! You did it! You destroyed the manta ray, saved Atlantis, and you saved me too! You're an American-Russian-Serbian hero! She kisses him on the cheek. Steven puts his arms around her, and while he does, he effectively caresses her one breast a bit without her knowing or asking.
I did it. I saved Atlantis. Atlantis won't become a lost city after all. We must return to your father.
Interior, Atlantis throne room. Hang on, let me turn this music up. Let me turn this up a little bit. Steven Seagal and Princess Marlinda stand in the Atlantis castle throne room. All the fish are cheering and hollering in celebration. King Neptune applauds them while still sick on his throne.
Great. I'm lowering my desk again so that I can sit back down, sort of appropriately capture the moment here. Oh, Steven Seagal.
It says 7 Seagal.
7 Seagal, you have returned with my daughter. Oh, do you have my jewel also?
Now, I'm sorry to tell you this, but your gem shattered due to the sheer power of the manta ray. But thankfully, I was able to use my self-defense techniques to efficiently redirect the laser. Plus, I've fallen in love with your daughter.
Oh. That's incredible, Steven Seagal. I'm promoting you to special representative for Atlantis, Russia, cultural links, and plus, I'd also like you to marry my daughter and take her to the surface. We'll never forget you. And thank you to the Russian FBI for always being so kind to us. Thank you for helping us keep Atlantis Atlantean. It's such a shame that everybody paints Russia as being a bad guy, but they're actually just taking back what's rightfully theirs.
I completely agree, King Neptune. You're the man. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to return to the surface and impregnate your daughter, even though me not even know if a human and fish them sexually compatible. We figure it out.
Yep, I'm so excited for our future, Steven Seagal. You're the best thing to come out of Lansing, Michigan. Steven and Marlinda kiss once again, and they go back to the surface in the Russian submarine. When they dock, Princess Marlinda is immediately plastered with bullet holes by the Russian military. The end.
Perforated, and she sinks to the bottom of the sea.
Whew.
Holy.
As water flows through her bullet holes.
So what do you think, guys?
Is this the time for notes?
Yes, what do you think?
Okay, okay, and you know, this is just me speaking as an actor, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Phantom Manta's journey could have been a little bit better defined.
Okay.
I would have loved, I'll just throw this out there. I would have loved to have seen a moment where we really understand just how diabolical he is. You know, I think we get a sense of it, but I think he could be more diabolical. That's my big. I think I guess what I'm trying to say is that there should be another script that is just about Phantom Manta, and I think that he's a really strong character, particularly as portrayed by me. I think that I bring a lot to the table and to this character. I guess that's the point that I'm trying to make.
Yes. I appreciate that idea, but I'm really not interested in writing anything that doesn't have Steven Seagal in it. So if there is a way that I can work in Steven Seagal, because I think I've nailed his character so well, then I would be open to doing that.
What about Phantom Manta, though?
As I can do a Phantom Manta script as long as Steven's in it.
Right. Right. Okay. I understand. I mean, I think I disagree with you on this one artistically, but I see where you're coming from.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I do. Maybe it is just a fundamental. Maybe it is just you know artistic vision and everything. But I just don't. I just don't really want to write anything if it's not Steven Seagal.
Right. No, I hear you. I hear you. I understand.
Yeah.
I think Steven is crucial. I think Steven is crucial to the energy of the entire
did you
thing.
like that performance, DBJ? Did you like doing that? Did you have fun? Was that good for you?
Okay, so it was pretty good. Hold on. Let me just there was one line because, you know, obviously I had seen some parts of it in like previews and stuff, but there was one line that didn't make it into the final script, and I'm wondering when this got cut, like at what point this got cut. Because I remember we were talking about this.
That seems integral.
So
I was like, that seems like that's like the low point.
That was that was supposed to be
the low point for Steven, yeah.
So that actually wasn't Steven. That was gonna be oh no, that would have been Steven because he's speaking patois. It had to have been.
Right,
yeah.
right. Yeah. He's the only one that knows how to speak it.
No, but it was I got it mixed up because I believe it was the scene with homeless anchovy. I think something spreads. So initially I had wrote that they spend like a week together and they like have a sort of like sensei student relationship. Like Steven teaches him like Aikido, and I think at some point Steven is like he gets some like a deep sea bacteria and then has to cut off his leg.
Yeah.
But I got rid of that because I didn't think it was relevant.
Well, it doesn't make any sense. I will say it doesn't make any sense because Steven Seagal can't be hurt or lose.
That's true.
Yeah, that's
ever.
actually a good
It's not
point.
possible.
But that's not. But the thing is he would come back. Like he cuts his leg off, and even with a freshly cut off leg, he is able to defeat the Phantom Mantis. So that was my mindset with that. But you're right. Like I do see that. Like it's there's no reason to give him any sort of debuff because he's good enough as he is.
By the way, I'm noticing a question in chat, which is where can I follow them? Steven Seagal is on Instagram mostly these days.
Yeah, I would check. I would check Instagram.
It's at Seagal Official.
I think he does have a YouTube as well.
Or if you're nearby the Russian embassy in DC,
he's probably just hanging around. Yeah, if you want to follow him outside
in the lobby. Yeah, in the lobby of the Russian embassy.
I
maybe
wouldn't
he's
recommend
like eating
following.
stuff.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend following him in, but you can probably follow him out.
Just like around. Yeah, follow him to like the deli. What were you gonna say, Bran?
I think if you type in dojo on Google Maps, I think he's in all of them.
I think so. I think if I was to like, let's see, are there any dojo results? There's no dojo results on my Google Maps,
Anywhere,
which is interesting.
like, up in the top.
There's no way that's true. There's
There's
no
gotta
dojos.
be a dojo near me. There's no dojos near me.
I've got some dojos in my neighborhood.
There's not a single. I guess maybe I didn't look right, but there's not a single. Like if I do dojo near me, but then I don't want it to accidentally like.
Well, yeah, you shouldn't do that on stream. That's not a good idea.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's. No,
Typing in
there's dojos.
dojo within 10 feet of me right now.
What is my
dojo
address?
on my
Just type that into
typing in
Google and see
dojo on my street? Dojo in my dojo in my neighborhood?
Dojo in my building. Is there a dojo in my building?
Dojo next
going
door,
on,
please.
Going on
Dojo
the
next
door and
door.
asking, does anybody have a dojo?
Dojo downstairs.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think my feedback, I guess,
Yes.
On the Steven Seagal character is I felt like it was like really well observed from a writing perspective.
Yes.
And impeccable from a performance perspective. I was really
Yes. Once I gave that note
that's-
of less energy, it was fantastic.
Yeah, no, and it's
Sort of
sometimes
taking
that's-
credit for the performance by taking,
Well,
once
I'm
I
the
gave the note.
director. That's my job.
I mean,
once I gave the note, it was really good.
Well,
Once
that's
I
my
gave the
job
note.
as a director.
That's what directing is. Look, I look that I will say this, and this is actually not a bit. I am directing 2 plays right now.
Yes.
And so I know better than many how important it is to have those notes. Yeah.
Yeah, and
was
once I
rehearsal
said
earlier today.
once I said less energy, you
Yeah.
nailed it.
It's a great note to give.
Yes, less energy.
Right. Well, thank you for the note.
I want to thank everybody for reading this with me. I've worked very hard on this. If you guys want to make this, I'm down.
Well, like film?
Yeah, I mean,
like
I'm not
just
sure
actually make
because,
it.
I mean, this would be Steven Seagal playing this part, right?
Oh yeah, you just like wouldn't be involved. Like I'm just you just like reading. Yeah, no, I would actually get Steven Seagal in the ideal. Yeah.
Would I still be Phantom Manta?
Oh, you'd still be Phantom Manta. Bran would still be.
Great.
Bran would
All
still
right,
be
well.
the anchovy. Yeah, DBJ, because
fish.
you're not. I need Steven Seagal.
Would I, as Phantom Manta, would
Right.
I also need to become nude? Because I have a strict no nudity contract, like Ryder
Oh,
in my
I know, Phantom Manta's not nude. No, Phantom Manta's
good.
no Phantom Manta's in
I'm
robes.
just making sure. I'm just making sure.
Phantom
Phantom
Manta.
Manta knows shame, you know.
Yeah, Phantom Manta is in robes. Princess Marlinda's only nude because Phantom Manta is like captured her and is using her
I thought that was
for
the case, but
his
I needed to
perverted
be
gain.
sure, you know.
Yeah. Which poor princess, I can't be Princess Marlinda because I can't have my shirt off. So that would be like another woman, probably a model of some kind who's like never acted before, and we'll just do a movie since Steven Seagal's in it. Again, typically like who gets hired in Steven Seagal movies. And then he'll probably be really weird to them, and yeah.
Great.
I don't think I could
like
be
he
the
does.
princess. Sorry, just responding to
you
chat.
could-
I don't
you
think.
could be
I
the-
don't.
I think you could be the. I think.
No, I don't think I could be Princess Marlinda. I don't have. No, because this. I mean, the whole story hinges on Princess Marlinda's raw sexuality, and I just don't have that.
I
And it really does. It does have to be like. A
Don't
classic-
agree. You don't need to agree.
Well, but it has to be a classic high femme kind of thing, like so as to comport to Steven Seagal's standards.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
it's very
absolutely, yeah.
It's very high, like
she needs
high,
to be
like
a 10,
like
right?
Western.
She needs to be
high
a
femme
10.
too, like Kardashian, like sort of like that. Yes, and also 20 years old. So DBJ can't be the princess.
Right.
None of us can be the princess, unfortunately.
So what we need to do is do like a talent scouting visit to like fucking Armenia or something.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
especially
we need
for
one Scandinavian guy.
we do need
That's
it.
true.
Yeah, we do need
Well,
it
only
for sure.
one.
A Scandinavian guy, boss of Russian FBI. I completely forgot about. Maybe we need to hire someone for him because he's got to be like an old guy, and Russian.
I also would audition for that role because even though I'm not Scandinavian, I think I can pass as Scandinavian. The problem is that I'm already going to be portraying Phantom Manta. So like
for sure. So that would be with Phantom Manta being such like a big role. I don't
That's an
think you
integral
could
role.
have to.
That's
yes,
the
for sure.
role, as far as I'm
Well, you
concerned.
could do-
Sorry,
you
not
could do like
to go over an old point again, but I really think you're missing out on understanding the breakout potential of the character of Phantom Manta. I said it before. I gotta say it again one more time. And
I hear you, but
I have
I'm
to say my
really
piece.
not
I have to
interested.
say my
But
piece.
as long as Steven's in it, as long as Steven can stay in it, then I will write the Phantom Manta prequel, which talks about how Phantom Manta became so evil and became so nasty, and
If
why he
Steven's
hates
not in it,
Atlantis.
it's not getting made. Like
I
that's just
know,
the
so he's
simple-
got to be in
this
it
is-
somehow.
We live
Maybe
on the
the
real in the
epilogue?
real world on
The
planet
epilogue?
Earth.
Of some
wow,
kind?
okay. I'm detecting a lot of hostility now, and I'm just trying to express.
You're still
my-
talking about this fucking Phantom
I'm
Manta
just-
thing
I'm
like
just-
it's happening, or like
Yeah,
anybody
well,
thinks it's a good idea.
Wow. Here, I just come onto the stream. I try to be an artist. I try to express my artistic opinion, and I am shut down by the capitalist system, which can stand for nothing but profit.
I
Hey,
hate
dude,
I
I'm
hate
not a
those
philosopher.
greedy.
I'm not a
I hate those
philosopher,
greedy
okay?
producers more than anybody. I fucking hate those big box, big fucking cock producers. I hate them more than anybody because
I
I'm an
don't buy that
independent
for
filmmaker and I want to
I'm
get shit. I want to get
these-
shit done. But
These banks are bullshit. I hate the fucking banks and everything.
I hate
okay, but I
fuck
also live
banks.
on planet fucking Earth.
All right. You know
Where
what?
we all
you know
live.
What? You know what I think?
Yeah.
I think I'm fucking leaving because my ideas are being treated with the respect that they deserve. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. Go make your Black Manta movie, and you can fund it with
Phantom
fucking
Manta,
lollipops.
Phantom Manta, no relation to Black
Manta,
Manta.
Phantom Manta,
No,
Phantom
it's
Manta,
Phantom
Phantom
Manta.
Christ.
It is
This is
that's
why-
no. It
this
has
is
no
why-
inspiration from DC's Black Manta.
This is
Okay.
why I'm leaving the industry. Goodbye, everyone.
I thought
Bye,
it was based on
Josh.
Phantom Menace. Oh.
Now, Bran, did
Yeah.
we completely
Maul.
cut you off like 5 times? I apologize. Do you have any input creatively about your roles?
All my concerns were actually addressed
Amazing.
like before I even asked them. I was gonna ask if Steven Seagal ever loses. Like when does he is anything better than him?
No.
Oh.
No, he's just the best. No, he doesn't lose.
I guess I don't understand the question.
Yeah, that's absurd
I
to
don't know
ask.
why I
That's
shouldn't ask
crazy
that.
to
I shouldn't
ask, but no,
That's-
silly.
That was stupid of me.
Yeah.
No, okay, but Bran, seriously, after this, watch the VOD back and hear yourself say that, and you're gonna lose your mind.
Okay. You're right. I should reflect. Yeah.
I want to thank you guys so much for helping me with this. Thank you, Bran, for being such an amazing reader.
Hey, no worries.
Chat, I don't know if I said this at the beginning, but Bran I thought was a perfect... What the fuck? Bran used to read for me for my acting auditions all the time. So he's an amazing reader, amazing cold reader. Thank you so much.
Words.
Thank you so much. DBJ, thanks for being such a trooper and reading the bullshit that I made you read. Yeah. I'm so sorry. Anybody watching, this was all me. I made them say this shit. All me.
It was a delight. It was a delight. And I fully endorse everything the character said and how he acts and all the things he believes.
Yes, all the stuff about, yes.
Yeah.
Women and Russian politics.
Stuff,
and yeah.
All the cool stuff. Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but I think I'm gonna make me like a baby and head out.
I think why don't both of you make like a baby and head out of here? Because I gotta wrap up because I gotta play a video game in a little bit and I wanna go fucking have a cigarette before I do so.
There it is.
All right. Well,
thank you so much, everybody.
Thanks for having us. That was a riveting tale.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, and for chat, that's DeadBlossomJesse and Laser_Lord. You can find them on Twitch. Brand also is around. There you go.
You can follow me at that.
We just streamed Peak the other day. You could watch that VOD. It was funny.
That's funny.
I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. See you guys.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, bye.
Chat. Thank you for no formal shoutouts. I mean, I don't have formal shoutouts in chat for guests, but for everybody who is here, just to kind of let you know, one thing I did specifically want them to mention, Josh has just started a new podcast with June, I think, oh my god, what's her last name? Sternbach? It's Junilper on Twitter and Blue Sky. They've just started a podcast. It's called Ill Conceived. It's a like political theory podcast about natalism that just dropped like a couple weeks ago. Check that out. DBJ also just started a new podcast. It's called Stores. It's about stores. That also just came out. Check that out. And Laserlord is, you're gonna see screens that he just designed for me. He's also one of my mods. Fucking, if you need a poster or something, he is fantastic. And also sometimes he does stream, and I sometimes stream with him. So it would be amazing if you showed up. But you see his beautiful work all over my stream. And that's all him. And for you guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you. The first time DBJ said one of the like, one of the Steven lines, I felt my heart sank. But I implore you to watch a Steven Seagal movie. I cannot exaggerate that is just how he fucking talks. And I hope that the clips that I showed you justify that piece of work. And I want it made. And I want it fucking made. And I want it fucking made. Reach out to me. I'm sweating so much. You can see. I'm gonna take a breather. I'm actually gonna be playing Peak, I believe, in a little while, and the Luke man is streaming it. Let me see if he's live right now. I think I'm not gonna be live or anything, but he is streaming it, and I believe we are playing Peak together, and DBJ will also be there. Thank you so fucking much for joining. I'm turning off Steven, and I'm putting on my fucking outro music. This was such a fun stream, legit. I don't write silly shit often and present it, so that was very, very fun for me, and thank you for listening and watching. Thank you for sending me all of your clips. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted, Krusty Krad.
Oh, Jimmy, you... Peraí.
Thank you. Michael. Have a wonderful night, guys. We're gonna raid Luke. If you want to watch me play video games. And I can't thank my guests enough. Because that was a blast. Come watch us play Peak if you want. I think I'm there. I think I'm there. Thank you so much. And also okay, TLC Tuesday is tomorrow, but I do just want to say very sincerely, and I haven't said this on stream, I've been noticing the very increased interest in my streams over the past couple weeks, and I have been having more fun streaming than I have had in the past 5 fucking years, so thank you so much all for showing up. I can't thank you enough. Have a wonderful rest of your night, guys, and we'll be back tomorrow with 90 Day Fiancé, TLC Tuesday, TLC Thursday. Peace out, everybody.